So they play the theme song.
It's the Miss Knockout Show, we on the airwaves. So like, if I, share if I, bless if I the flow. It's the Miss Knockout Show. Now you already know. Hot topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beats to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessed if I let the energy fly. Hit that tapify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's a Miss Knockout Show. Knockout Show. Hot topics, beats and the glow. You rock it with Miss Knockout. Let's go.
All right, and everybody, welcome to the Miss Knockout Show. It is Sunday Fun Day, and we got a lot to catch up on today. All right, I was gone for a couple of days. Yes, I was, but I'm back now, and we got a lot to talk about because you know the warification is still going on, and they're talking about implicating a draftification. Now, what is a draftification? A draftification is, you know, when they can just make you go into the war and you're like, hell no, I won't go. And they're like, oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are gonna go. You're gonna go and you're gonna love it, right? So everybody, let's sharify it. Let's subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you're on the Y to the TZ, all right? And we're going to go over a lot of, you know, people that think that they're safe, but you're not really safe when it comes to the draft. Hey, thank you, self-awareness. Thank you. So everybody, I want you to put hashtagifications in the comments. Okay, put hashtagifications in the comments. I see Mississippi over here. Hit the like button. I got to figure out how to make y'all moderators over there. I didn't figure it out yet, but I will figure it out. Let's see. Let's see a star. I wonder what happens when you put a star on the comments. All right, so we ought to, okay, hit the like button. All right. Okay, I'll figure it out at some point. So everybody come on in, and we got a lot to talk about. And we got Miss Nancy Guthrie. We got some updates with that. We got some updates with the David case. They had some court movement with that. We got the draft that's supposedly be implicated. We got some stuff going on with that. We also got, they want to send Pam Bondi and Mr. Patel, aka Mr. Cockeye, this Comin. They want to send them in for a definition, and they're bobbing and weaving and ducking and bobbing and weaving and bobbing and weaving and ducking and bobbing and ducking and bobbing and weaving and ducking and bobbing and weaving, because you know once you get in those depositions, right? What's up, so once you get in those depositions, and then you start lying and carrying on. Zoe's here. Hey, Zoe. You know, you put yourself up and to be held in contempt, but they don't, you know, they don't get charged with nothing, these people. They got a whole racket going on. Everything in Miss Knockout's Live is all alleged. All right. So now why I have this okay. Let me go to this. So let's talk about the draftification that's going on. Hold on, let me make sure this is plugged in. Let's talk about the draft that's going on, and let's talk about who's safe and who's not safe going into the draft. Well, who's safe and who's not safe? All right, so let's listen to this guy tell it. Let's listen to him. Everybody put hashtagifications in the live Let's get the room out. I'll go back over this, but we want to
If you are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You going to World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked because the age cap's at 39. You're going to World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They want you more for the draft.
Damn.
Because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you drop out of high school, you are safe for World War III. They don't want you. If you are a felon, you are not going to World War III. Now is the best time to be a felon. If you are LGBTQ, I'm sorry, you are cooked. You are still going to World War III. Now, if you're transitioning, you are safe. You are not going to World War III. If you are your only mother's son, I am sorry, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you are a woman, you are only half cooked because men are required to go first. But at any time, Congress can change legislation if they need more people. If you have kids, you are going to World War III.
Damn.
If you're actively pregnant, you are World War III. Disorder or severe anxiety, you got to be able to. If you are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You going.
So y'all want to run it. So did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? So after they draft the men, somebody asks, is it for women too? Not at first, but after they draft as many men that they need, then they're gonna start on the women. Right? So this is crazy. Going to fight a war that don't need to be fight that he just started, just why I don't know why. He don't know why he started this. Okay, that's mad crazy. Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Let me play it again.
World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked. Because the age cap's at 39. You're going to World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They want you more for the draft.
Wow.
Because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you drop out of high school, you are safe from World War III. They don't want you. If you are a felon, you are not going to World War III. Now is the best time to be a felon. If you are LGBTQ, I'm sorry, you are cooked. Wow. You are still going to World War III. Oh. Now, if you're transitioning, you are safe. You are not going to World War III. If you are your only mother's son, I am sorry, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you are a woman, you are only half cooked because men are required to go first. But at any time, Congress can change legislation if they need more people. If you have kids, you are going to World War III. But if you're actively pregnant, you are not going to World War III. If you have major depressive disorder or severe anxiety, you got to be able to prove. You got to be documented, or you are cooked. It is not documented. You going to World War III. Like and comment for part 2. If you are 18 to 25.
All right, so you heard that. That if you're your only child, if your mother's only your parents' only kid, I thought that you were safe. I could show I'm crazy. Yeah. So everybody come on in. Okay, hold on. So everybody went in. So we're going to talk about Afroman next. He won his case. All right. So we're going to talk about it. Basically, a few are saved. Yeah, only a few are saved. Pregnant women and the women, they're going to draft after they get enough men. If they ran out of men to draft, then they're going to start on the women. And it's funny because they want the people in college first because they're going to put you in specialized positions because you're educated. The war that we don't need to be fighting, that we don't know why we're fighting, that people are going to get unalive for nothing. It's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on in the morning starting tomorrow. Monday, I'm back on set. But after that, I'll be back on every Monday so I could get my work done in the afternoon. I need to be on here every morning. So I will be on in mornings, okay, starting next week. All right, everybody come on in. So let's talk about Afroman. Let me pull up my notes, okay? Everybody come on in. Everybody put hashtags in the comments. Gas is so high you need to buy a horse and buggy. That's right. Look, Mississippi got a horse. maybe she got the right thing. Slap a doggone saddle on that and call it a day. She'd be riding town in a horse. I heard that the gas prices are. How much is gas now? Put it in the comments. How much is gas in your state? Everybody put it in the comments. How much is gas in your state? How much is it? Okay. Okay, let's talk about Afromans, right? Okay, hold on. So let's talk about Afroman and let's get into it. We show, or most of the case in here we showed on at 385, okay? 345, Teresa said. 449. Wow, where you at, self-awareness? Where are you, man? Where you at? So we're gonna go to a Mr. Roland, okay, on YouTube. We're not gonna show, we'll just show a picture. But here we're gonna show it. Okay, so we're gonna go to Mr. Roland and he's gonna break down the case that is Afroman and what's all going on with that. And this case is like we had so much laughter watching this case. It was just one laugh after another. Like it was so unserious at the same time. It was serious, but it was so unserious. And Afroman proved to us that there is such thing as freedom of speech. The jury sided with Afroman in the end. He won the case. He didn't have to pay them anything. I know Lickum Lisa went home and cried, cried and cried and cried. Everybody calling her Lickum Lisa, and that husband that he said that he effed his wife. The wife went to school. All the kids would say, Afroman, effed your wife. And that's going to go on. Then he went and continued to promote the songs. So what happened with Afroman? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. So Afroman, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, blew up in the early 2000s with this hit, Because I Get I, but put the H on it. So we're just saying I for the tick to the clizard. Okay, I with the H in the front, right? And crazy rap. And he built his brand through humor, independence, and not really playing by the industry rules. All right. So he started living a quieter life in Ohio, still making music independently, still selling merch, still staying active with the fan, and then everything changed. Thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Everything changed. So what was the change that happened? Well, his house got raided and he didn't get arrested, right? Because, they didn't find what they wanted to find. So in August of 2022, deputies from Adams County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant on Afroman's home in Winchester. Everybody come on in. What's up, Bossel Life? Everybody continue to sharify the live. Sharify. I didn't even sharify. Okay, wait. Let me share the live real quick. Everybody, I want you to put hashtags in the comments. Everybody on the Y to the Tubesy, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so they can continue to push it out. We are having a Sunday fun day. It's a very hectic week for me. And I got a project I got to turn in by Friday. And that's another reason why I got to come on in the mornings, because in the afternoons, I got to finish my project. And I have to done was due Friday, but I got to have it in by Thursday, just so I could feel comfortable. So, we got a heavy duty week. Okay, I'm just sharing it with some people. Hold on, y'all. Let's share it with some people. Oh, and Aileen is already here. All right. All right. All right, everybody. Come on in. Oh, let's see if Trisha's around. All right. So good. All right. So we shared it with some people. Everybody repost, repost, repost. Share it. Put in your stories. Whatever you got to do. Let's get the word out. All right. So what happened in August 2022? We are talking about Afroman case first. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, what's up? What's up, Andrea? How are you? Everybody, what's up, love for all? I see everybody coming in. Hey, Andrea. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm here a little late. We got a busy week for me this week. But, we'll be back to our scheduled programming after Monday. I go on set again Monday. I'll be on early tomorrow, too. We'll be here tomorrow. So August 22, we're talking about Afroman. August 22, deputies from the Adams Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant on Afroman's home in Winchester. Right? Hey Siri, thank you so much for the roses. And they were investigating an alleged kidnapping and alleged pharmaceutical trafficking. Now, why did they think that he was kidnapping somebody? I don't know. Sometimes when you're famous and sometimes when you're on social media, just happened to that influencer that was in Disneyland enjoying himself, and then all of a sudden he got swatified. Thank you so much, Siri, for all the roses. Thank you so much. He got swatified in Disneyland because all the people on the chat called the SWAT team on him, right? So, thank you so much. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. So, when you're a social medialist or a person who is like, I'm talking about not me, because they ain't worried about me, but he said he had 14,000 people in the room when the guy got swatified and he was in Disneyland, right? So this might be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do they think that? We'll look that up. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. We'll look that up later. Because I would like to know, why do they think that Afroman would kidnap? He doesn't look like the kidnapping type. He really doesn't. All right. So what the police did was enter their homes with weapons drawn, searched multiple rooms, took cash, took property, detained people inside, and Afroman had the home security cameras rolling and recording everything. Okay, so let's put a pin on that. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Hey, love for all. Thank you for getting your orange heart. Everybody get your orange heart. Yeah, and everybody share, keep sharing, keep tapifying, and everybody join the super fans for the next month. All right, we got exciting stuff coming on. We're on all platforms now. All right. So he had everything recorded, Afroman, all right, on his surveillance cameras in his house, right? What's up? Thank you, love for all. Thank you. So Afroman had home security's cameras recording everything. So the entire raid, from officers walking in, running up in his house, searching all the rooms, how they behaved, every move that they made was captured on camera. And that's where we're going to get to this later. That's where the pound cake song came in, right? Because he had some lemon pound cake sitting on his kitchen table, and the officer was looking at the pound cake. He was looking at that. He was looking at that lemon pound cake like he wanted a little pound cake, right? So money went missing. We'll get to that part. Okay, so the entire raid was recorded by Afroman, right? So what the police found, it was no charges filed. There was no evidence of kidnappification or trafficking, right? There's none of that. And so they left, but Afroman still had that recorded. So guess what Afroman did? Y'all know what did Afroman do, y'all? Afroman, thank you so much, Andrea. Y'all showed so much love today. Y'all missed me yesterday, right? I missed y'all too. Yeah. So Afroman, he used that footage to make songs. He made a song about it. He made a few songs. Okay. And he made we could play it on here, but we can't play it on the Y. So we gotta, after we leave the Y, y'all come on over to the T, and then y'all can hear the songs, or you can search the songs on the internet because they're surely still up. Because he won the case. Ooh, thank you, Deshaun. Thank you so much for the share. All right. So instead of letting it go, Afroman, right? Thank you, Zoe Ann. Thank you. Turn the footage into content, right? So he made a couple of songs. One of the songs was the title, Will You Help Me Repair My Door? That's one of the stories. So he made all these little songs pertaining to them coming in his house and what they did and watching the surveillance camera. He was listening really petty, yaddy, Mr. Afroman. We love Mr. Afroman. I wish I could get him over here for an interview. I surely wish I could get him for an interview. I'm gonna inbox him and see if I'll get him for an interview. But I know I'm gonna get. I got, we're gonna put it in the air that I'll just get big enough that people will want to come in and do and get it. I didn't know he may say, "Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did self-awareness." See, that's why I'm here, self-awareness, to give y'all the news that y'all can use. Right? He made songs about it. He watched the surveillance camera, right? He took notes of everything they did, looking at the pound cake and the one that tickles me is Lick 'em Low Lisa. Right? So he made a song called Lemon Pound Cake. He made a song called Will You Help Me Repair My Door? He made a song about the officer Lisa, Lick 'em Low Lisa, right? And the songs went viral, getting millions and millions of views, and it turned into the situation into money and publicity, in which he said all through the trial, right? And he even put the officers' faces in the video. Now, here is where it turns into the case where they sued him, because he put their faces in that video and showed their faces and them running around and them looking at the pound cake and all this stuff, right? Like, what's up, Live Wave? Hey, what's up, Live Wave? How you doing? Live Wave Studios in the building. What's up with you? So, because he used the officers' likeness and their faces, he took the actual footage from his surveillance in his house, and he made music videos out of that. And that's what caused the officers to suify him. Hey, what's up, Liveway Studios? How are you? I know. I know. I got to get back on in the mornings, Liveway, because that's where it's at for me. I had like almost was gonna hit you up. I had like 700 people in the room, right? But life is life. Stuff is going on in real life. So they keep calling me on the set for the third day on Law and Order. Law and Order keeps calling me back for this one scene, right? So I got to go back tomorrow is my last day. But after that, I need to be in the mornings is where I need to be, because my room is flooded in the mornings. The afternoon, not so much. So I'm in the process of turning my times around, right? Okay, so let's get back to everybody coming in. We're talking about Afroman case, right? Right? We're talking about the Afro. I know, right? Yeah, you got to get to work while you can get to work. It's either feast or famine in my business. See, the work is no work, you know? So everybody coming in, we're talking about Afroman and the case that he had and that he won, right? So the police raided his house. They had no findings, right? He had the surveillance running. He went to the surveillance camera. He seen what the officers were doing. He wrote songs about it. And he used the original footage from the surveillance camera and put it in music videos. And that's when it got sticky. And that's why the policeman sued Afroman, because he put the surveillance from his camera now, not from their body cams, from his camera in his house in the picture. So that allowed them to bring a suit upon him, right? So the suit lay dormant for a few years, and then the case just aired. So now we're going to go to some video footage about the case. All right. And we're going to go to Mr. Roland Martin. I like Roland Martin. Right? I like Roland Martin. And he's pretty cool, guys. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's get this. All right. So we're gonna bring up Roland Martin, right? So he. Long story short, we're gonna go through the whole case with Roland. But long story short, all of them testified. All the officers testified, right? And he wound up beating the case. The jurors sided with Afroman. The judge looked like he was mad because he looked like he was very biased through the whole case. And when he got that verdict, he looked like he was disturbed that the jurors sided with Afroman. If the jurors didn't decide with Afroman would have had to pay out millions to these officers who said that he violated their personal rights. Right? Now, one of the officers, he made a song about him, allegedly. Everything's all alleged in Miss Knockout's live with him about him sleeping with his wife. It was to the effect of, I slept with your wife. He did it to make him mad, to poke him. And then the wife said she went to school and all the kids heard the record and they were like, Afroman slept with you. Afroman slept with you. They was teasing her and stuff. And then she said that she ultimately got a divorce from her husband because they got into an argument about it. All right. So they kept asking the husband, thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you. They kept asking her husband, did your wife sleep with Afroman? And at one point he said, I don't know. Sir, you don't know? What's really going on? What? Did she double back and sleep with Afroman? It's crazy. All right, so let's go to Roland Martin. And let's see if we could get the gist of this case. We got a lot to go on today. We got some Nancy Guthrie updates. And we got a few cases updates. We even got updates with Luigi. They filed the motion a few days ago. So we got some stuff with that. And like I said, we'll be back on. We got to get on early in the mornings. So we'll be back early tomorrow morning. All right, to get the ball rolling. All right, so let's go to Mr. Roland. And let's go through this whole case. Everybody, get your popcorn and story time. Get your drinkifications, whatever you're drinking. I don't know. It's early, but it's Saturday. What the hell? Sometimes people day drink on Saturday.
I want y'all to listen to this right now.
Battery 70%. Connected to HY300 Pro and MILEVRACY.
Let's go back to the beginning. All right, so let's follow this case with Roland. Let's listen, y'all.
Afroman, best known for the song Because I Got High, has been in an Ohio courtroom this week after sheriff's deputies sued him for making a set of songs mocking them. It all started when deputies raided Afroman's home in August of 2022. During the raid, deputies broke through Afroman's front gate, busted down his front door. Police said they were searching for narcotics. No charges were ever filed. Well, the rapper said, I'll pay y'all asses back. So he used the video footage from the raid and a music video for two songs. One called Will You Help Me Repair My Door? And another one called Lemon Pound Cake. A reference to the fact that one of the cops was caught on camera glancing at a cake in his kitchen.
Well, he made more songs than that. I'll get the all list of the songs later because he made a song called, my favorite, Lick 'em Low Lisa. He made a song called Lick 'em Low Lisa. She was in the courtroom crying. I'm like, girl, get out of here. You know you ain't that upset. You trying to get that money. And she
during the raid. Let's just go ahead and roll the videos.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims. Just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun. It cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his clock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. The munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Okay. He's an Adams County sheriff.
So this is the song she made, y'all. Sounds like, it does sound like on Broadway.
Walters is the son of a bitch.
So that's the So this is made about effing the male cop's wife, right? So the other song does sound like a familiar song. I wonder, did he release these on platforms, and can the people that he used their melody, can they sue him? Because it does sound like on Broadway, right? So let's continue to listen. Let's listen. Oh boy. He said that's why I feel like it's the other song, y'all.
The British are coming, the British are coming. Hide your money, your kids and your woman. White supremacists on my premises. What is this? A racist feminist? Why you disconnecting my video camera? Why you disconnecting my video camera? Why you disconnecting my video camera? We ought to throw crooked cops in the slammer. Why you disconnecting my video camera? Why you disconnecting my video camera?
So these are all the songs we made, y'all.
Will you help me repair my game? Will you help me repair my door? Did you find what you was looking for?
Hey, Happy, what's up? Thank you for the repost.
My door.
So this is the one where he's asking to repair his gate in the door.
Would you like a slice of lemon pound cake? You can take as much as you want to take.
So this is because he was looking at the surveillance footage, and then he seen one of the cops looking at the lemon cake. Sounds like under the boardwalk. Like walking the front. It does. It does.
Lemon pound cake.
And if I'm not mistaken, these companies, like their estates or whatever, they could come after him for using their melody. Now he did turn. It's funny, right? Ain't it funny, Teresa? He did come change the words around, right? He did change the words around. Hey, Mason's here. Hey, Mason. How you doing there? What you up to on this beautiful Saturday? You came to see Miss Knockout? You came to see Auntie Knockout. Hey, everybody come on in. So we're talking about Afroman, and we're talking about we're playing all the songs. What's up, Big Mike? We're playing all the songs that he made. All right. So, he put about the lemon pound cake in there because when he looked on his surveillance camera, right? The cops was looking at the lemon pound cake like, that sure look good. What's up? Hey, Jewel. Hey, what's up with you? Everybody come on in. Everybody keep tappifying, keep sharifying. All right. We're here today. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on early tomorrow morning. Monday, I'm back on set. And then I'll be back the rest of the week. All right. So we rocking out tonight. All right. Everybody get your drinkifications. Everybody get your everything you need to get, and we're gonna rock out. All right. My iPad just went just went stupid. Oh man. Say I gotta get a new computer too. So everybody come on in. We're talking about the Afroman's case. We're going through it, and now we're playing the songs that he made about the officers there. Key. Let's listen.
The warrants and narcotics and kidnapping.
Okay.
The warrants and narcotics and kidnapping. I make my money rapping. Why does the warrant say narcotics? Well, I know narcotics, but why kidnapping?
Okay, let's move forward. Okay, hold on.
Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Comin?
Hold on, let's go back a
Multiple
little.
times.
Let's go back a little bit.
Would you like a slice of lemon pound cake? You can take as much as you want to take.
He
There must be a big
is cracking up. Hold on, y'all. We're trying to fast forward this. Hold on.
The warrants said narcotics and kidnapping. Are you kidding? I make my money rapping.
Hey, Mason.
Why does the warrant say narcotics? Well, I know narcotics, but why kidnapping? Let me ask you.
Oh my God. Y'all, some of the testimony is hilarious. I want y'all to listen to this right here.
Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Comin?
Multiple times. We received hundreds of pound cakes that work from different people.
Mr. Comin created.
I don't know where he got it at, but
That's him talking.
you'd have to ask him that
That's
question.
him talking.
All right, y'all. So they were on that stand crying. Okay. And this is the Adams County Sheriff. Now, y'all, here's the problem, y'all. This happened in Ohio. So the Adams County Sheriff in Colorado, they were like, you know what? We need to get in on this too. Watch this.
An affirmation with you. Some of you have heard it though.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
Before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us, DMing us, you may want to Google it.
Wow, he had 2 counties on?
Oh, y'all, everybody's clowning their asses. Hold on, we got some other. Okay, watch this.
Wow.
Go.
Eating hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me, and let's see here. Talking about let's see. I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack afternoon in my house.
So,
I find that pretty insulting.
so that statement.
That's
what you're saying.
well, no. I told you this is one of many. You keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you, it's not singular. It's plural.
So that's one of the cops that he made the call
about. One is dipshit. One is receding hairline.
Yeah.
And the other is method.
So he made all of these accusations about them in the song.
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I at that time was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie.
That's not where Colorado
That's
is.
what ultimately stopped.
What's up, Red Girl?
Community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hold up, y'all. I got some other ones. Let's see here. Let's see here. I got to play some more, y'all, because this is, when I say this is funny as hell.
Everybody, welcome in. We're talking about the Afroman
it was utterly
case.
hilarious. Listening, okay, listen to this one here.
What's up, Icy? Hey, Icy.
To you personally during your career?
In my entire career?
Yes.
I never had anything until this came about.
You never had anybody
Not told me.
being a thief and
No.
your wife was charged with that?
No.
Your wife pled guilty to stealing from her employer?
Tell me why you would do that to the jury.
Your Honor,
Why would you do that to the jury?
Your Honor, I'm asking a question that builds on his reputation. He says he's never been called a thief before, yet he keeps saying that everybody treats him differently. This goes to his reputation. He is used to this. Has happened before. To say that this is the only thing causing problems has ever hurt his reputation, he's opening up the door so that I can ask the question about what's affecting his reputation.
See it. So I'm going to allow this so you can see how it does or does not affect him alone. Just don't get caught up that your spouse's character is your.
So this is why I say that the judge is kind of biased. You know what I'm saying? Every time he chimed in, it was in defense of the cops. You know what I'm saying? That led me to believe that the judge is kind of biased in this case. But let's continue to listen.
Because it's not.
So restate the question, Mr. Except your wife did steal from her employer, correct?
Yes.
See?
And
That's why.
money, correct?
That's what the judge didn't want them to get from. You heard what they said, because they dig up all the dirt on you when you go to court. See, Afroman didn't settle out of court. So if they would have settled out of court, then they wouldn't go to court. And then that's where they wouldn't have the dirt digged up on them. But when you go to court in any of these cases, right, and you're rich, you want to settle, just like L.A. Reid did, just like Diddy is doing with most of the cases, is to keep your dirty laundry from getting aired out in the courtroom. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hey, Brenda. Right? So you heard what he just said. He said, didn't your wife steal from her employer? And he was forced to say, yeah. Why? Because that is true. His wife stole from her employer. Therefore, even though his wife is deemed untrustworthy, there's an old the saying that goes, birds of a feather, they flock to what? Together. Okay. Let's continue to listen.
Yes.
Which is over $1,000.
Yes.
And you were part of the search of Mr. Foreman's residence, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever have any contact with the money?
I noticed money in a coat pocket and I pointed it out to Detective Newland.
And is that the money that Mr. Newland testified earlier that was upstairs?
That should have been some of it, yes.
Okay, so the money that they're talking about is in the midst of them raiding Afroman's house and finding nothing and having to let him go, he had money in the house. And money went missing some kind of a way, right? Have you ever seen any of Sean Ryan's on the tube? Sean Ryan? No, what about him? Is it good? I haven't seen Sean Ryan on the tube. No, I can't say that I have. Yeah, so money went missing. They had the guy up there talking about how he was counting out the money and flipping the money over. I still don't understand where the money went. It was returned. Is it still missing? I think he did get his money back. Now they're talking about the money and they're asking him, did he ever have contact with it? How did Friday go on set? I'm so happy for you. Said it went really good. They asked me to come back Monday too, Spooky. They asked me to come back Monday. So I got a pretty busy week. I'll be off Monday, right? But I'll be back the rest of the week, and we're coming on in the mornings, okay, y'all? Mornings are us. All right. So let's listen. Let's listen to him talk about if he came in contact with that money that went missing.
I didn't do the collection.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all. All right. So I gotta play.
Look at Roland cracking up.
Hold on. Which one is this one?
Roland is cracking up.
Roland's
Called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times. You always hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Okay. And the context of that,
I just had to play the pound cake one again. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Do you have any more? Oh yeah. Oh my God.
So he said that they sending them pound cake at work. Look, Roland is cracking up. It's so funny. This whole case is funny. I know, Roland. I was cracking up the whole case.
30 years.
got into the mind of kids pretty well.
Yes.
Hey, Francis.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
She said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
I think I've heard it. Yeah.
I'm going to give you the complete song and then the summarize because I don't want to say it wrong. Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes.
Why are you asking that about Cardi B song?
Is that a rap song?
It is.
Has your students played in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No.
So they didn't think that that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
Now you see what point he's trying to make, right? He used WAP as an example that just because they rapping about it doesn't mean that they feel like it's true in real life. It's just a song.
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
Right. No, I did not.
You've heard the song, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
No.
Would you agree it's derogatory toward women?
No.
Even though it says nasty things about them?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
Maybe not an opinion you like, but.
Yeah.
So, has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
Would you believe it would have affected your life while you were married to Sean?
If it had any effect, I guess that would be the time it would have an effect.
But as his spouse, you would have expected.
Yes.
And I don't want to go into too many details, but is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department, I think had not a dent in the relationship between you and Sean?
No. No, it did not.
So the posts.
One man like, any truth to if WAP is real? She was like,
no.
Well. Okay,
This case is so unserious, y'all. It's so unserious.
They had some closing arguments, and this is what the cop's attorney, let me find this, said in the closing arguments. Let me go ahead and play this, y'all. Listen.
Okay, so you're gonna play the closing arguments. Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
Play it.
I like Rolly. Yeah, I like him too. Yeah, Rolly, he's good. I like watching him.
All right, not sure we getting audio because I got audio.
Not getting audio. Not getting audio.
So he said he was like, he posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women, and if y'all rule in his favor, this is just gonna be wrong. It's just gonna be wrong. It's going to be wrong. And this was the closing arguments of Afroman's attorney.
That's why you call it Liquor Lolita.
Guys, what? All right, sorry. Okay, fine.
Oh, his
play
audio.
the verdict.
His audio is gone. Thank you, Teresa.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And we'll go ahead and stand in adjournment. You're welcome.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you.
Don't kill your dog.
Hey, Dr. Marty.
Hey,
come
What's
on
wrong
in
with this?
Let's check it out. It's
Everybody
still
share
yellow,
fire.
which
We're
means
talking
the
about
most positive.
Afroman
And Dr.
case.
Marty, we freeze-dried
He actually
meat,
won.
fruit,
So
and
we're just going
vegetables,
through
and
like
available at your
some
local
of the
pet store.
testimony of the we'll replay the whole case like next week sometime when I get more settled and I'll come back. But we're just going through the overall of the case, and when we come back, we'll go into some more stuff. All right. So everybody keep tappifying and keep sharifying. Hold on. Oh, I thought that was Afroman. I thought that was Afroman song, yo.
So they sued him for defamation. Afroman was like, "Yo, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and wear this United States flag suit because he was filing for the First Amendment.
No lawsuit.
Okay, so let's do this right here. So let's. I'm gonna get ready to play this here. So here's some of what Afroman had to say when he took the stand.
No, I posted it because the sheriff's never supposed to raid my house in the first place. The whole raid was a mistake. All of this is their fault. If they hadn't wrongly raided my house, there would be no lawsuit. I would not know their names. They wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home. They would still be intact. Nothing. So all of this is their fault.
So this is Lickum Low Lisa, and she's crying. Okay, let me get a picture of her up over here. Lickum Low Lisa is crying. Let's look. She's playing. They're playing the song in court. Look at Lickum Low Lisa crying. This is the song he made about her. Listen. Let's see if I can get a picture of Lickum. That's like a lovely. Thank you, Francis. Thank you. Look at Low Lisa crying. Oh, look at Low Lisa. The Afroman says she even licked the booty. She even licked the No, stop. Yo, I want to run. Let's run it back.
Get beat up or Epstein at the sheriff's station.
So let's run it back. Let's run it back. We got to hear this again. Okay, so this is the Lick 'em Lolisa song. She's on there crying. Okay, let's listen to it again because it is too funny.
System. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact.
That's how he won his case.
Nothing.
He kept
So
asking.
all
That
of
was
this
every answer.
is their fault.
See how he's answering now? That was every answer that they asked him. It went back to that. If they didn't falsely raid my house, I wouldn't know their names. I wouldn't have their pictures to put in and call them Lick 'em Lolisa and eating the pound cake. All right, let's go back. We got Lick 'em Low. Thank you so much, Tyler. Thanks, Chantel. Look up front. Look up front. Wait a minute. He said she was munching on your wife's carpet. Ooh. Thank you, lovely Lisa. Yeah, they wouldn't have been a court, right, Richard? Lisa, look at it. Yeah, Lisa, you looking ass too, Lisa. It's a bop. It's a bop. Hey, Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. So there goes Lick 'em Lisa. She's over there crying. You can see the picture on the wire and the other places, right? But over here, this is Lick 'em Lolisa, right? She's sitting up on the stand, boo-hooing. Girl, you know the song ain't that doggone sad. You just trying to get that money, which you didn't get. You didn't get it. All that boo-hooing she did, she ain't getting Nathan. Now you back out there allegedly licking carpets all over the land. Oh. Okay, let's finish this. Lick 'em Lolisa. Kill, let's play. Well, Lisa crying. Jay, come on. Hey, Jay, come on. What's up with you? Look at Roland laughing. It's too funny. It's funny. Oh my God! Roland.
Get beat up or Epstein at the sheriff's station after I seen him running around my house with AR-15s. So that's why I brought the news and my attorney. So to make sure I got out of that place with my money.
You brought the news to protect you physically.
Yeah.
You didn't bring the news because you already knew there was a miscount and you were going to make.
I didn't know nothing about the miscount. I didn't know. I figured they stole my money. They turned my cameras off. So if you turn my cameras off, you must got something bad in mind. So yeah, I'm accusing them of it. You know, they turned my cameras off. I can't see what they're doing. So I'm accusing.
Your testimony under oath here today to these 10 jurors is that you brought the news when you picked up your money to protect you physically from being beat up or shot by the sheriffs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they volunteered the information that the money wasn't right. That's just an extra something we found out. But I came with my attorney and the news to make sure the people running around my house with guns didn't take me into jail and do something.
You had a safe in your, right?
2 of them.
who's safe. Did the sheriffs look into those safes, to your knowledge?
Yes, they did. Yes.
And how did they get the combination?
I gave it to my ex-wife so the sheriffs wouldn't pull my safe out the floor, take it to the station and put something in it and try to say that whatever they put in my safe was mine. So I went ahead and gave my ex-wife, who I didn't want to give my combination to, it was just safer. I went ahead and gave her my combination so they could open up the safe and realize that they just vandalized somebody that don't even have nothing in the safe.
Yeah, I seen her.
It was absolutely nothing in the safes.
I did see her.
No, because
your deposition that you keep jewelry in those safes.
Hey, Reggie. I actually followed her. I was watching her.
I didn't put nothing in the safes.
Was anything missing from the safes when you got home?
Nothing was in them, so nothing was missing from the safe.
You're slowly.
Thank you so much,
He
Reggie.
was like, look, I ain't want to give my ex-wife my combination. Y'all, do y'all understand how hilarious this is? I mean, I'm talking about, y'all, they was crying straight up tears on the stand. And so this here, give me 1 second. Let me set it up. This is Afroman outside the courthouse after the judge ruled in his favor.
We did it, America. We did it. Freedom of speech. Power to the people.
I understand that nigga had on he had on a U.S. flag suit, a U.S. flag tie. He had some U.S. flag shades. I mean, he's
and a fresh manicure.
Hey, my dog was like, hey, I'm letting y'all know. This trial is about the First Amendment, Joy. Do we have our guests?
Who is it? Afroman?
We got our guests. All right. Bring up attorney Nicole Robinson. Nicole, you there?
I'm here. Hello.
All right. So explain to people, first of all, this was a defamation trial. So these cops were saying that Afroman defamed them by making these videos and using the actual footage from them storming his crib.
Mm-hmm.
So explain why the jury didn't buy that.
Well, we all knew this was foolishness from the beginning. All of America knew that. But what it really likely came down to was fact or opinion. Now, there are a lot of things that courts and juries will consider when they're determining whether or not something that someone said was an opinion. For example, the context of the statement, whether it was a joke, none of that is fact. And even on the stand, so
is it because he was so outlandish and so over the top and outrageous that they're like, no one would think there's a factual basis for the crazy stuff that he said?
Exactly. That was part of his artistic expression, creative expression. It was also social commentary. I mean, we saw the videos and the Instagram posts. We all knew that they were jokes. Even when they were on the stand, they couldn't say that these were true statements and true opinions that he was trying to convince people of.
So you had 7 Ohio deputies who were suing him.
Seven.
First of all,
now keep in mind there's 7 deputies and 7 officers that were suing him. If he would have paid, each had to pay, they were each asking for mostly all of them was asking for millions, and 2 of them was asking for like 300,000-400,000, right? 7 suing them, 7. So imagine if Afroman had to pay out all this money, right? Now I got make sure you get your popcornifications, get your drinkifications, because I got the ultimate story time. Okay, Afroman is going to tell his whole life story in an interview, and this is after the case. This is after the case. They basically reignited Afroman's career. Basically, these cops who went in and wrongfully raided, I don't know why they thought he was kidnapping folks. I don't know why they thought he had pharmaceuticals, but a lot of things is in God's plan. A lot of things happen. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I have to get up and go to the Diddy. Suppose I would have just laid in my bed and said, "I forget that Diddy trial. I'll catch the next trial." But I got up and I got my behind down to the Diddy trial, right? And then boom, I made a whole career out of it. A whole career out of it. Got my press pass. Everything happens for a reason. So they went and they raided his house. They went and they sued him. He got even more popular. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you. Everybody keep sharing and everybody join the super fans. All right, join the super fans. We're going to have some super fan only lives, I promise. Super fan only content. And I'll be putting more hot topics on my page for sure. Right? And more. We're going to be having reaction videos on the Y to the Tuesday. Right? So everything is in God's plans. Right? He got more popular. He went viral over and over again during the trial. The trial made him, it made him go over the top. Everybody was watching that trial. Everybody was laughing. It was funny. It was comical. But it also had a message about freedom of speech. Okay, so Afroman's trial sent a message out there, right? Yes, you can sue people for anything, right? But on a record, people are allowed to say what they're going to say on the record. Now, sometimes they're using these rappers' records in court. On the flip side, they're using the rappers' records in courts like they did with YSL, they did with other rappers, and they're saying, look, you said you did this, and you pew this his mother's house, and this and that. And they're also using what they say on records in the court. But Afroman's case proved that you still have a little bit of your freedom of speech. And when you're making creativity and making art, he was making art. Now, did it offend them? Of course, yeah, it offended. Look, Lisa was, he was saying that she was licking the carpet and licking booty holes and licking this and licking that. And she was up there licking them tears. So, of course, yeah, it offended people, made them not feel not so nice about themselves, but it reminded you that there's still freedom of speech. All right, let's keep watching.
People recognize, Joe, I'm gonna go to you first, is that Weird Al Yankovic did these videos. In fact, Luther Campbell, the 2 Live Crew, also is a part of this. His case went to the Supreme Court, and he won because the courts allow for artists to make parody songs or videos. And that's essentially what Afroman was doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is also the importance of having a good attorney. A good attorney is going to tell you, one, this is going to make matters worse for you, because what was something that none of us knew about is now something everyone knows about. And, this is a rapper, an artist, exercising his First Amendment rights, but also we give artists even more leeway, right? These are also police officers. Many of them public figures. They were engaged in official acts. All of that is something that you consider. These are things that were recorded. They knew the cameras were there. They're engaging, and we should all be able to watch what law enforcement is doing, especially in your home. So he was using footage that was within his right to use. And so I can't imagine why they would have thought this would be successful. And it made them feel,
everybody that's coming in, we're doing hot topics right now. I'm your host, Miss Knockout. You might know me from the Diddy trial. Okay, I'm on all platforms now. The Y to the Tubesy, the F to the Booksies, the XEXEX, and so on and so forth. So we on here bringing you hot topics, news, talk about everything. We talk about music. We talk about more of the business of music, the business side. I'm going to get into that because I feel like artists need to know. That's going to be one of my niches on here. All right, to get into the business side of music and give artists tidbits and nuggets about, what they could do to get their music ahead. And so that they don't have to get with these scamming behind consultants that's taking their money and peeing on their head and telling them it's raining and don't care about their music. These people don't care about their music. They don't care if you get ahead. All they care about is paying their bills next month. So I want to give the artist certain things that I know. All right. And it'd probably be members only content. It'd probably be when the channel gets bigger so that they could grow, and certain tools that I'm using that artists don't know about, and where to register your music, how to register your music, and all of that stuff. Right now, we're talking about the Afroman case. It was hilarious. It was funny. We was in here belly gut laughing. Wasn't we laughing when we was watching this case, y'all? We was cracking up. We still cracking up. But at the end of the day, it reinvented Afroman's career, right? Because he's back from an era. That song is like, it was a minute ago. That song was in another whole. The internet wasn't even booming like that when that song was popular, right? So now Afroman, and I think he's in his 50s, it revived his career. And he's funny. He got a look about him. He's unserious, and he for exactly, Kim, you hit it on the nose. Free publicity. There's a lot of ways to get that free publicity, but when you get that free publicity, you better have the product to back it up. You gotta have that product to back it up. Imagine going viral and everybody goes, well, where's your single? Oh, I don't got a single. I gotta go in and do it. Now it's too late. By the time you go and do that single, people are going to be on to the next thing. This dude probably got record on top of record, more records to put out. More funny records to put out. Right? And people need these laughs these days. They need to laugh. They need to laugh. We need a laugh today in this climate of the man whose name that starts with a T that we don't like to talk about. He's doing all kinds of stuff out there. So every minute he's coming down the pipeline with something new. And we need like something out there to make us laugh like that. But let's continue listening to Roll.
Incredibly silly. If I were advising Afroman, I would say leave people's wives alone. But for the rest, it was pitch perfect.
Nah, he was like, nah, I'm hitting everybody. First of all, Brad, right? I love this look right here. This reminded me when Michael Irvin came into court with that mink coat on. My man got the white mink with the U.S. flag. I mean, my man Brian, the tears, the lyrics, the video. Oh my God, this was just perfect. And again, I have to remind people, he was standing saying, I have a First Amendment right to do this. He was saying that I am constitutionally protected.
Right. That's how he
Yeah, you're right. First of all, full disclosure, guys, I'm a huge Afroman fan. Classic. I saw him in Vegas a few years ago. He's funny. He's a great entertainer. So maybe I'm a little biased. That's number one. Number two, the joy I got from watching some of those, forgive me for saying this, ignorant white people on the stand and a woman crying as she has to listen to an Afroman song, which is probably torture for her because she's an idiot. Watching her cry, maybe this makes me a bad person, but I kind of enjoyed that a little bit. I don't know. I love the fact that he shows up in court with that outfit. I love the fact that outside the courtroom, there were fans of his that were out there cheering. My question, taxpayer dollars have to go to those cops that hire attorneys for this defamation suit? Because I think those cops should have to pay for those attorneys, and it shouldn't be the taxpayer.
What's that? I just what's a budgeting app in base 44? God.
They should have never brought this defamation.
Y'all check this out.
And specifically compared you to Quasimodo?
Yes.
The Disney hero?
I'm assuming that's who it is.
Quasimodo from the Disney movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
So you would agree that when a person says that someone's a crooked defense attorney, they're not meaning that I'm like a vine. They're meaning that as a opinion, correct?
Correct.
Would you agree with that?
This is one of the cops talking that sued him. This is one of the 7 cops. This is the
Call you a thief, it might be an opinion of theirs.
Can be, yeah.
Same as if when people say crooked cops, it's just an opinion.
Yeah.
And so is your entire claim for false light that you would call a thief?
Yes.
You would agree that Mr. Foreman is an artist subject to exaggeration?
I guess so, yeah.
And just for the sake of student questions, nobody would ever think you're Quasimodo. Correct?
They do look kind of.
Yeah, people think different things.
What's up, Congress Minister?
And Nicole, that attorney.
So that's the cop, one of the cops that was suing Afroman, and that's his lawyers questioning him. And what he basically was saying was, do you agree that he was doing art? And he said, yeah, he agreed with that. You agreed to that yourself, that he was just doing art. Let's listen.
We're clear. No one really thinks you're Quasimodo, huh? You got. Hey, I gotta give it to the attorney for keeping a straight ass face and asking these questions.
No, he did a great job, but he asked what needed to be asked. At that, they were cartooners or Quasimodo, or that their hairline was receding. They couldn't even express how they were actually harmed by the statement. So the attorney did a great job in asking.
Right here.
I'm going to play what's marked Defense Exhibit B. I'd like you to watch it.
Okay.
Oh, you got to drink some. Oh.
No, what up, Pound K? Oh my!
Can I just say, Roland, that woman that was up there crying, listening to his music—that's the way I look when I listen to country music or Kid Rock. I just wanted to say that and add that.
Wow.
Hey, Lisa, take a pause. The whole WAP conversation.
Oh,
I mean, she seemed intrigued.
No, I mean that was that was some excellent lawyering there, Nicole, by saying so. Do you believe that WAP it's true or not? Is it really wet? Oh my God. She was like
everything a menopausal woman wants.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yo, and she was the ex-wife of one of the cops. So she like, yo, why am I here?
And by the
way, like, why am I?
The reason why she's an ex-wife is because they got into it about this ordeal with Afroman. That's she said on the stand that's the reason why they got a divorce, because of this case. They were at odds because of this case. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? Everybody, come on in. We're doing hot topics right now.
Here.
We're talking about Afroman.
Matter of fact, since thank
you, Shalea, for the share.
Joy was so intrigued. Let's hear that testimony again.
30 years.
Got into the mind of kids pretty well.
Yes.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
I think I've heard it. Yeah.
I'm going to give you the complete song and then summarize it because I don't want to say it all. Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes,
Is that a rap song?
it is.
The
Has
fact
your
they
student
asked
played in
about
class?
this recording.
Once, then I asked them to please turn it off.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No,
That they didn't think that that was depicting anything in real life?
no,
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
right. No, I did not.
Why do you have to
Ma'am?
use that as the example?
You
Like
did
the
not
whole
have to teach them
thing
that wasn't real.
for sure is wrong and Afroman is right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely was on Afroman's side from
And I was just on that jury was like, well, I think it could be real.
I wish it were real.
Let me.
That's
what you said.
You and she.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
That's the
No.
officer's wife.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No,
Even though it says nasty things about them?
yeah, no. I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
Maybe not an opinion you like, but
Yeah.
so has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No,
Would you believe it would have affected your life while you were married to Sean?
if it had any effect, I guess that would be the time it would have an effect.
But as his spouse, you would have expected.
Yes.
And I don't want you to go into too many details, but is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department, everything had not a damn thing to do with your relationship between you and Sean?
No. No, it did not.
So the posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage.
No.
So any statement to the contrary would be false?
Yes.
She was like, there was no WAP in that marriage. All right.
There's no WAP. No WAP for husband.
Therein lies the problem.
She like, I ain't with him.
None of these men.
Kick out of him.
Oh my God. So, all right. So let me, okay. So Nicole, again, so for people to understand, this is why if you're a singer or a rapper, you need to understand the law and how the law can save your ass.
Tell the truth.
When you drive, like we're used to diss songs and beefs and stuff along those lines. We got to understand what the law says when it comes to parodies.
Exactly. And the good thing here is that police officers have limited protection when it comes to criticism. The Supreme Court has said over and over again that the American people deserve to know what's going on, what police officers are doing, because we all know they be running amok around this country sometimes. And I hate to give any deference to our founders, but this is the whole point of the First Amendment.
Right.
To allow people to criticize the government and arms of the government like police officers here.
Well, right. And what was genius, he used
he actually used the footage from his surveillance camera. He didn't use their body cam footage. He used his footage from his surveillance camera.
Body cam and their surveillance footage from his cameras and from their cameras. And he said, hey, that was my house. So it was his house. And
he did use
that's public. I mean,
so he did use body cam footage. He did? Did he use body cam footage, y'all? I thought he just used the footage from his house. Hey, Barik. Well, hey, Barik.
Police departments, that's public evidence.
That's public information.
Perfectly legal. And he actually made a better music video because of doing that. It was actual real footage. Artists do that all the time.
How much you want
they
to
use
bet
real
another
footage from
rapper's
different
gonna
events
do
and
that?
videos. This just so happened to be his own footage that he
Thank
owns.
you so much, OG.
These police officers, they have their body camera on. They don't have their body camera on. Well, they couldn't do that this time. And I think it's great that he used this footage in his videos, and I think it makes it more authentic. And I'm sorry that he had to go through this, by the way. That's not funny. What's funny is the testimony and everything else, and his videos are hilarious. His lyrics are absolutely hilarious. And the fact that he's using actual real video and talking about pound cake and all the other stuff he's talking about, I just think it's so funny. And he's that's why he's so popular. I'm glad he won. And what an embarrassment for those law enforcement officers. Like, how embarrassing when they have to go home and tell their wives and tell their...
I want to see who's calling themselves Obama. Oh, my gosh, you do look like Obama.
Yeah, I'm Obama.
You're not Obama. You look like Obama. Who is this?
Yeah.
You're not Obama, but you look like Obama. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
let's whipify his assification, y'all, real quick. I just wanted to see. I wanted to see who was saying that their name was Obama on you. So where are you from?
I'm from White House.
What country are you from?
Pakistan.
From Pakistan. Wow, Obama from Pakistan. Oh, I want $3,000. Remember that girl was over there? She said she wanted $3,000. Onija, you don't remember Onija? Thank you, LA Lisa. Come on, y'all. Let's whipify his ass. I just want to see who was calling themselves Obama on here. He does look like Obama.
Yeah, of course.
So is this your thing on TikTok? Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, LA Lisa. Is this your thing on TikTok?
Yeah.
So what do you talk about as Obama on your TikTok?
Obama is a good person.
He is a good person. And what about that? What about the man that starts with a T? We don't say his name on here because he's
I know any interference in his personal life. Okay.
Right. Thank you, LA. Yeah. Oh, so you like the man that starts with a T, who's starting the wars? You like him? You like him?
Yes, I like.
So you like that man who's starting all the wars and stuff? You like him?
What?
Yeah, the man that's starting all the wars now, the president we got now.
Yeah.
So you like it that he's starting wars and dropping bombification on kids and all
No,
that?
I don't like Trump, no war, anything. I don't want.
Oh, okay, you don't want it. All right, y'all. Unlock 3 times get them points. Okay, I think is it 3 times get them points unlocked? LA Lisa would know. She does battles all the time. It says 3 times get them points. Okay, get them point chart. Oh, 60. Come on, y'all. We need 60 points. We need 60 points. Anybody could drop them. You could drop them all at one time. You could drop them all at one time if you want. We need 60 points, y'all. We need 60. Come on, y'all. Somebody drop. We need 60 coins, y'all. We need 60. We got 42 seconds. Come on, y'all. We can do it. We need 60 coins. Yay! Now, Obama, what are you over there eating? Okay, so 2 times get them points start soon, y'all. All right, hold your gifts. I'm gonna tell you when to drop them. 3 times get them coins start soon. What do you say, Obama?
I've been to Kurkre.
You've been to Crooklyn? What'd you say?
Eating Kurkre.
What is that?
It's spicy.
It's real spicy?
Like chips.
Oh, it's spicy chips. Oh, so it's like a snack. So what do you do out there for work? Thank you, Liz. All right, 3 times gifting starts now, y'all. It's 3 times gifting, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Huh?
I'm doing job.
And what kind of job you do? Come on, yo, we got 38 seconds. It's 3-time gifted.
Job in shop.
You what? Thank you so much.
I'm doing job in shop.
You fix home?
Shopkeeper.
A housekeeper?
Shopkeeper.
What is that? Thank you, Liz. Thank you, everybody. We got 15 seconds.
Shopkeeper.
Oh, no, for the cars to go through, toll keeper? What is that? What is that? What do you do? What's your job doing? He's crunching while talking. What's your job? Like, what is your job? Like, what do you do every day? As far as your job?
Welcome. I do every time work in the shop.
In a shop?
Yeah.
Oh, so you clean like you're the maintenance man. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, we won. All right, Obama, make sure you follow me. I'm going to go back to my show now. All right, so I'm going to follow you. Make sure you follow me back. Follow me back, Obama. All right?
Yes, I follow you.
Excuse me?
I follow you. You follow back.
Yeah, I followed you back. You're not following me. Let me see if you follow me. Let's see. No, you're not following me. You got to press the follow button. You press the mute button. What is this? All right, people. Now we officially seen it all. We seen it all, yo. We seen it all. We got Obama. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for helping me win the match. I appreciate you. He did look like Obama, though. He did look like Obama. He did. I'm going to give it to him. He did look like Obama. He did. All right. So let's get back to this. Let's get back.
Friends, oh, we lost. I mean, it's so stupid. But hey, in the long run, he won because this will make him even more popular and his music even more popular. And I love him more for it. So he wins.
Oh, hell yeah. We already reached out to him. I got to have him on the show.
Yep.
And I hope he wears that whole get up. So, Joey, I hope you've not been traumatized by today's segment.
I was almost traumatized. But I have to say, the saddest part of this whole damn thing is that these people vote. Oh my goodness.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Well. All right. Nicole.
Okay, so that's it. So that's we're gonna go straight to this interview where Afroman is going and telling his whole life story. All right. So let's get to this. Let's get to this. Hold on, y'all. So Afroman is making his rounds. He's going on and with Happiness Land Lads podcast, and you know what happens.
Every day we watch horrors unfolding. Then we see our Congressman Dan Goldman actually do
this. Is becoming the civil rights issue of our running a massive triage rapid response where we've been able to get 13.
We done met Obama. We done met all kinds of people. We done seen it all. Obama's over there eating spicy shit.
Going around.
Coming and have no fans over there. Like, you're supposed to be Obama.
Dan Goldman fighting back.
I'm Dan Goldman.
He does look like, did he look like Obama? Yes or no? Hey, David. All right, everybody, let's listen. This Afroman's interview. He's going to tell us about his whole life.
Welcome to Black TV.
All right. I've been seeing a lot of good interviews on it. You know what I'm saying? How come they ain't interviewed me yet?
No, here we go. I mean, we just saw each other at the Snoop Dogg roast.
Yeah.
And before that, I think we saw each other at the Players Ball. I think like earlier in the year.
Okay, yeah, that was not this year, but last year, probably.
Last year, yep.
Yes, time's going fast.
That's what it is, man. Congrats on all your success.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's start in the beginning. So you grew up in LA. You're known for Palmdale, but you actually grew up in South Central?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was 69th and Western.
Now, I remember this is during the Napster days. I started downloading your stuff. You know, first I got, because I got high, but then I started getting all the other songs, and it was like, yo, this dude is dope. And this was like probably like 98 or something.
Not that early.
99, 2000.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2000.
He's from LA.
Yeah, definitely 2000. Because like a little after, it's gonna be 2001.
He moved out of LA.
It's gonna be like January, February 2001. I got a deal in 2000 and like around April-ish. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got it like around March, April-ish. I got my deal in 2001.
Okay. But I remember actually hearing your stuff before the deal, before anyone heard
that's what
about it.
happened. You know, like at first I was selling them on the street. Like, you know, I was just an old school, hustling Neanderthal. Like I didn't know about, I didn't have a computer. I didn't know about the internet or none of that. So I was selling them on the street. You know what I'm saying? So these girls from Hattiesburg took me to New Orleans.
New York is expensive too.
And it was the first rave I ever seen. You know, I never seen one. You know what I'm saying? You know, once I got there, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to sell the CDs and nobody would buy them. And I kind of got frustrated. I didn't want to tote the boxes around. I've been hustling like a long time. And it was getting to that point to where it was time for them to pay off, or I needed to face another reality. I need to do it for fun at parties here and there, and I need to go get a job or something like that. So I just started giving them away. So all those kids, they took the CDs home and they uploaded it on a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And they put it on Napster. I didn't know nothing about it. I gave away like 500 CDs that night.
Wow.
I didn't even care. I just kind of gave up. And it was because I got high CD and I just handed it out. But like the kids, they could pop pills and drink bottled water in there, but they couldn't smoke in the place. So they was going out to their cars to smoke like joints or whatever. So they'd take the CD down there, pop it in, and they was flipping out over the song. And they would come back in like buying me all kind of beers. And I was happy they was liking it, and people were starting to speak to me and say what up or whatever.
See how
but I was still broke, but I was still happy to get the recognition. So I left that night, went back to Hattiesburg, and like within like 48 hours, like the guy I did consignment with at the record store, he was telling me that Universal Records had them called and they wanted me to come to New York. They was putting up everything, this, that, and the other. But what I didn't realize what happened was all those little kids went home and put those CDs, they put like 500 of those CDs up on Napster.
Wow.
And it went around the world like in 48 hours.
Wow.
To the point where Howard Stern was getting it. Everybody was getting it. And then they were talking about it, and Universal, gave me a record from Napster. So it's like Napster was like good promotion for me. Like, I didn't have enough money to advertise my stuff on a radio spot ad or to say the Super Bowl is being sponsored by Afroman. But Napster was like this free promotion that really opened the door,
Right. Yeah, because that's how I found the song and then the rest of the album. Like on Napster, I just kept seeing it over and over again. So I started downloading it. And I'm like, oh, this is
knock on wood, but I think I'm the first like internet rapper to like guy to make it like to just go from the internet and then make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, because were you before Soulja Boy?
Right, come on in.
Yes.
Okay, so Soulja Boy was one of the first, so you were before him, so you actually were the first.
Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy. Afroman was the first. Look at Vlad starting trouble. Vlad is so messy. Vlad, you messy, Vlad.
Yeah, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else knew Dr. Dre or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this just went around, got viral. I went viral. I was viral before there was a viral. You know what
viral before viral. Yeah, exactly what it is. Okay, so you put this song together, and you talked about how you spent like 2 minutes putting it together.
Yeah. I was telling everybody I had this, you know, you smoke bud and you're into this philosopher. So I'm hanging out with all these going to college and stuff, and we having these deep conversations with these blunts, and we're these philosophers. So I had this own experiment. You ever seen Trading Places?
Yeah.
Sometimes like these rich smart dudes that have these experiment. He goes, I don't care about hereditary versus environment, so in my mind, my hereditary versus environment was simplicity versus complexuality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I was thinking was, I thought I was working too hard. I was playing musical football and I really wanted to play musical golf, and then do just as much damage. So like, you got Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Then you got Don't Worry, Be Happy. Now, Sweat for Sweat and music knowledge, we all think possibly Bohemian Rhapsody should have more views, they should have more money, because they got more education, they got more, it's all kind of music theory, and that stuff was a masterpiece. But then you got Don't Worry, Be Happy. It's simple. He's a little song I wrote, bam. So anyway, I had all these rap songs. I wrote all of this stuff. And I thought I was KRS-One. I'm like a real MC. I'm talking all this shit, but I'm not really getting paid. Then I thought, I'm going to just sing a song. And I had been really smoking a lot of bud. And I realized that I have all kind of...
He talking about how he made Because I Get High. Hey, Glitch, thank you so much. Glitch, everybody get your orange heart. Everybody keep tapifying, keep sharifying. If you're on the Y to the Tubesy, make sure you subscribe and hit that heart. All right, we're here doing hot topics, and we're listening to Afroman because I want to show you where he came from and how he came about. Sometimes the YNs don't know about the history of music and who came out. Hey, Miss Browns, you know what I'm saying? So I want to play a little bit of backstory so that you can see who he was besides that court case. All right, so everybody come on in, everybody tapify. We're listening to Afroman tell his backstory of where he came from and how his music came about. Now he's talking about how he made Because I Got H-I-E, H-I-G-H, the I with the H on the beginning. Let's listen.
Plans. I say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Then I smoke a joint, and I play some music. Next thing you know, the sun's dropping, girls was coming over. Homies just thought I didn't do none of that shit. I had a great damn day. And then I was not. So even though it took me like 2 minutes and 11 seconds to write the song, it took me about 6 months to realize.
You could tell he was going to say something, but he didn't want to blow himself up. You want black Afroman, watch out.
Like, I wasn't doing as much as I would like to do. Not that the next man can't, but me personally, I'm a natural procrastinator without the bud. And then after I smoke it, I get to having a good time and I'm just happy and stuff slips my mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, my personal results of my own smoking experience. So I wrote Because I Got High. It took me like 6 months to realize, hey, I better watch it after I smoke that joint because I might miss something important. But it took me 2 minutes. I was like room. At first, before I wrote it out, I was like room, class. And then some of the stuff, I could look at a buddy and I could vicariously, like I didn't go to college or nothing, but my homeboys did. And we'd be chilling and laughing too. I didn't go to the studio. He didn't go to class. We all laughed and smoked this joint. And, so I wrote the song, 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
So the song goes viral on Napster.
Right.
And then the Universal deal happened afterwards?
Right.
Okay. So you signed a deal to Universal. At what point does it get picked up by the Jay and Silent Bob movie?
It all happened at once, man. What I think happened was...
Wow, you got picked up for a movie too.
I don't know, because I didn't have cable. I was in the ghetto, but I was doing my thing. I was trying to come up.
Thank you, doctor.
But it all hit me like a bomb. Like the door opened up and there was everybody. Howard Stern, everybody, So like, I think Howard Stern got it off the internet and was playing it. Jay and Silent Bob had just did a movie. They thought the song would work good with their movie. Then Jay and Silent Bob wanted to do a video with me. They had just finished their movie and they liked that song. They're in that original video with me. Yeah, I didn't know who they were. Wow. I was totally ignorant of who they were. I didn't know who they were. Everybody was flipping out all around me. I didn't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? And he's like this brilliant, director. But anyway, they wanted to be in the video. And I think once they wanted to, I think that's kind of what made Universal just more stuff like, and it was more people that I got to remember, like they wanted me on the talk shows like Craig Kilborn. And so all these people wanted me that I didn't even know. It's just out there on the computer, just doing this thing. And I think Universal seeing that, and that's when they realized the money was already there and they sent for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
right. And the song blew up. It was like number one on the charts, like all over the world. Like I started looking through some of these lists, and it's like it was like in Australia, and this country, and that country, England, and everything.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Unimaginable. Like I would have been, tickled to death if I could have been like what I call a regional rapper. Like, usually a rapper holds down his region, he holds down his coast. You know what I'm saying? That's where everybody's gonna feel him. The slang and the jargon really doesn't go out of 3 states. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, I would have been happy being a good hood rapper, just a rapper you want. If everybody always asks me to rap at their party,
still listening, y'all.
I'd love that. Then you want to be a good city rapper. Like if you could throw a concert in the city, then there's a good state rapper. Then there's a regional rapper, just a West Coast rapper, an East Coast rapper, a down South rapper. If you can, I would have been tickled to death with just a region. But a worldwide, I didn't imagine a worldwide. That scared me. Like I didn't know how to take it. I was like them early days, I'm walking around in like a state of shock, so I'm having fun now, but I was in, it was too big.
I'm looking down the list. You were number one in Australia, Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Germany, Ireland, New Zealand, Norway, and the UK.
Yeah. That's beyond my understanding too. God, that's cool. That's like the Macarena, wild thing. Baby Got Back. I tell everybody because I got high is Baby Got. I said because I got high is Baby Got Back's little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like
you actually got nominated for a Grammy.
Man, it's like I said, once it went past 3 states, it's all downhill like gravy from there. Like everything else was just unbelievable. Sometimes I think I'm gonna just wake up, from like a pothead dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful thing.
When I put up, when I went to Google and put weed songs, you came up number one. But there's also Cypress Hill, like Hits from the Bong.
What did
Dr. Green Thumb's another good one.
Did Because I Got High come up above those? Or?
Yep. Yeah, you were number one on the list.
All right, man. It's so, I don't like, being arrogant and cocky no more. But, of course, everybody thinks their music it's your music. You love your music, what I'm saying? So that's my song. So I love my song. There's so many creative people out there, I don't know where to put it, but like I said, it's good stuff. I think I'm the first one to really talk about the effect of it. Everybody can talk about it like, riding down the street, smoking Indo, sipping up. Okay,
right.
That's cool. But
exactly.
We know the effect of alcohol. I drunk it. I got too drunk. I couldn't stand up. And this, that, and the other. But no, I don't think nobody really talked about like, the possible effect of smoking too much bud. Kids that don't smoke weed, they can just like the melody. But like, it's like an inside joke. Everybody that really get high can really like, then they'll say, oh, that's Johnny, or that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of like I connected with everybody that know about that effect, possibly. You know what I'm saying?
So
Hang on a second.
All right, everybody.
Comin's
Listen to Afroman tell a backstory. This is kind of good, right? It's good that I know some of the story, but I didn't know the part. Now Soldier Boy is going to be a Soldier Boy. They're saying that he's the first that popped on the internet via Napster. So if anybody doesn't know what Napster is, before when the internet first got going, and we'll talk. Let's finish listening. I'm gonna tell you about that later.
Yes, I didn't always smoke weed. I used to be a Nutri-Grain, man. I used to play sports. I used to, any kind of smoking. I remember the first I had moved from South Central LA up to Palmdale, and I met the first hippie dude I ever met in my life. Like, I lived in these apartments right next to Palmdale High School, and I would hop the fence to go to school. They told us not to do it, but of course I'd do it. It was just shorter. And there was a Lucky's on the corner, and then my apartment building was behind the Lucky's. So as I was hopping the fence, the stoner dude was between the wall to the school and Lucky's, and he was smoking a joint. And I thought the tie-dye shirts was whack. I didn't get them, I didn't know. So I was playing football. I thought I was all hard and tough and everything. So I said, man, don't smoke that. I said, man, don't smoke that shit. It make you stupid. And he was like, are you speaking from experience? I just thought that was funny as hell, and after that was like my first hippie friend. But I didn't smoke weed until right after I dropped out of Palmdale High School, and I didn't have enough money for a beer one time. And this dude hit this, and I was ready to ease my mind any kind of way. So I started smoking weed around 18. I was a late bloomer, 18, 19. But then I didn't smoke every day. I didn't really start smoking until I went to Mississippi. I started smoking like Biggie Smalls, back to back L's, when I was probably 24, 23, 24, 25. I was a late weed smoker. I kind of, after I got out of high school and everything, I was out there in the real world trying to make things happen to keep from going crazy and calming down. The beer and the bud really helped me out. And so what
is that he got? Is that a pimp stick, y'all? What is that? Somebody help me out. Is that an herb stick, like the natural, like the Erykah Badu would carry it? Or is that because I see he got the pimp coat and the pimp USA suit? I mean, is he on that? I don't know. We got to do some more research. Well, let's listen.
One thing I noticed about your first album is there was a lot of Crip themes all throughout. And I think, one of the verses was also talking about how your mom moved you out of South Central to Palmdale to get away from the gang situation. How bad did it get? How deep were you into the whole Crip thing?
Okay, I was born in LA. But as a child, around 5, we moved to Mississippi.
Oh.
Then I came back at 11. And that's usually
going from California to Mississippi, that's a little bit of a cultural shock, ain't it? Cali is sunshine and this and that, and then Mississippi is country.
The gang entering stage is around 13. You usually in LA, a good full-blooded LA boy is usually from an authentic gang around 13. He's like the real deal. So when I got back to LA, everything was coming at me real fast. My favorite color was red. Red's a beautiful color. Blue is dull. What the fuck around with a bunch of blue on for? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get it, And, them cats was calling me a slob, and they was saying they was going to jump on me because I had on this colored jacket. I had to put everything together and figure out what was going on best I could. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there,
Are you tired?
I realized that they had really ranks for respect.
Not that tired.
There was all kind of different people in the hood. You had the Christian people, but I felt like if people thought I was a Christian, they was gonna get me wrong. they was gonna think they really could slap me and I was gonna turn the other cheek. Like, I'd be nice to you, but let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So even though my parents was Christians, I didn't want to get ran over. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize God would magically work things out to the point where you don't even have to live like that. But I just, it just looked like certain people in the street will run over you. So there was that, and then there was
thank you, Kim.
Regular people, regular civilians, and then there was wannabes, guys that wanted to be or portrayed the gangsters, but actually wasn't. Then there was the actual gangsters. And I realized.
So he's saying in the beginning, he wore red, but he wasn't really in the gangifications, right? And he didn't realize why they was coming at him, because he said he didn't really like the blue, he liked the red, and he wore the red, and they started getting at him. And then he finally figured out why. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you look bright and glowing. Well, thank you, Leah. Thank you.
Actual gangsters got respect.
Thank you, Spooky.
And this, that, and the other. So as a little boy, I'm not, a little boy wants to play football. He wants to do everything dangerous. Little boy thinks he's a cowboy superhero. He grew up a little bit, so I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in South Central. I'm not no punk. I don't want to live no life of guys thinking that they could just run over me all day, every day. So whatever I thought I had to be to get respect, that's what I wanted to be. So, a lot of gangs jump you in. You know what I'm saying? But I stayed in the A-Train gangster neighborhood, and
A-Train.
Them dudes, I never found nobody get jumped in. It's like, they just tell you, hey, come hang out, you in. And when it's time to do something, it's just time to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I was the only child, so I saw brotherhood and the camaraderie. I liked the walk, I liked the talk, I liked it all. So I was in it real quick. I started claiming the neighborhood.
See,
and
you got in the game.
Everything was good. I was in elementary school.
Yeah, I know.
Our neighborhood,
that's sad.
The A-Train gangsters shared that elementary school with the Hoover Crips. And for at that time, the two gangs was like getting along at that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know what's going on in LA right now. I've been gone. So that school was cool. When I went there, everybody was homies. We all played basketball. And if we fought, it was just all love. It was just neighborhood existence.
Look, these little kids, they get in these gangifications real early. They start them off in elementary school, grade school, 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Precious. Hey. So yeah, so he got into it. He said he had to do what he had to do to make people think that he was tough so they wouldn't run over him. And that's what a lot of kids, they get into this peer pressure, feeling that they need to get in a gang, to get some kind of protection, from people bullying them. And, I'm not no pushover. They need a crowd of people to get down with. Hey, Precious, what's up with you? Everybody's coming in. We're listening to Afroman's backstory. His case was hecka funny. We just got finished covering that. And now we're listening to Afroman's backstory. So come on in, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's get it popping. All right, let's listen.
No, but then I had to go to Horseman. And the A-Train gangsters have an arch rival called the Rolling 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling 60s is popular.
This school is like 2 blocks, like the A-Train hood, kind of big, kind of go from Western to Gage to Normandy on up to the back part of Entry. It's like this back west hood of A-Train. They expanded over the years. But then 83rd Street is like the center of it all, LA, whatever, got the number street. So it's like, but 2 blocks from Western
is bad
and 69th where I stayed.
Oh yeah,
they was blessed.
Well, you know what's funny? Want to hear something funny? Teresa, I used to go down to Sumter, South Carolina. My family's from down there. Yeah, everybody was related. Everybody I turned to, I was related. Oh, that's your cousin. 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 I'm like, dang, I can't even find a boyfriend down here. He might be my cousin. There was one guy that I liked in South Carolina. His name was Mooch. I don't know where he's at now, but he's a star football player. He was the star football player in college. Everybody was after Mooch. Woo! Mooch. He used to be like, what's up, New York? They used to call me New York. And the only thing I remember is the Piggly Wigglies. Now, we used to drive hours to go skating. I'd be like, damn, when I'm going back to New York, everything is so far to get. It might be different now. But everything was so far to get to. You needed a car to get to everything. And then they had the little downtown, and the downtown wasn't much. It wasn't like New York. Smooch with Mooch. Aileen says smooch with Mooch. Downtown was like a couple of buildings, and that's it. They had a little statue down there. You know, I remember. And then I went to my family's house. They had all this land. They had a lot of land. And then when you had to go to the bathroom, they had an outhouse. You know? Now the houses was in wooden houses, but they were neat and they were clean. They had their beds all made up and stuff. Everything was neat. You could tell that they didn't have much money, or they chose to live, you know, in the old time houses and not modernized, but everything was neat and clean. But you had to go back in the back to take a caca. I'm like, how you take it? Like, I could understand when you pee when you go out there. What if you got a poopity doop? You got a poopity doop, boy. That's some nasty. That's nasty. Okay, let's listen to Afroman.
And then these kids was coming from the west side. Those were all rolling 60s. So even though my hood was 2 blocks away, I'm in a school full of rolling 60s. Like, you know, gangs got little nicknames for their rivals.
Do it fast.
So the rolling 60s called H-Race Tramps. And the Tramps called the H the H-Rays called the 60s Sissies.
Oh.
Like, they'll walk up to a dude, hey, you from Sissy? You know? And then usually a rolling 60 get offended and he'll do whatever. Or vice versa is what they do. So Salt and Pepper had this song out called Tramp. You know what I'm saying?
I knew you were going to say that.
And
I knew it.
the rolling 60s love that song. Doom, doom. What you call me, Tramp? They had crossed out at 83rd Street on the wall and they had write, what you call me, and put Tramp, then put 6-0. And it was this big rivalry when I got to the city. You know, like, if I went to jail and there was a blood and a rolling 60 in a cell, I'd possibly get along with the blood, and me and the 60s would probably go at it. That's how bad it was. So it's like...
Did they use catalogs for toilet paper?
I went to Horace Mann, and it was just okay to be a rolling 60, and it was just okay to disrespect my neighbor. And I was sitting there like, I had this dude like named Junior and this dude named Two-Tone. They started like, I was their little homie. They started like taking me in, rolling, you know, helping me out, whatever. And I started having love for the hood, as they call it. So I wasn't tripping, but I just noticed how everybody was.
They had toilet paper.
Yeah, give me Tramp dollars and, you know, Tramp this and Tramp that. And so one day this dude, he was walking around to everybody. They call it set tripping.
They used to circle.
And he was asking everybody in class where they was from. You know, and this whole, everybody, it was just cool to claim rolling 60. Like, you know, it was like a fad or a trend. Like, it was like mainstream to claim rolling 60. It's even in Ice Cube's movie, they get all kind of mentions. They, you know, it's like.
So Aileen said that they used the newspaper for toilet tissue, and then Hancock comes on and says they used the circular. Hancock, you in timeout, Hancock.
But, you know, boom. So this dude was walking aisle to aisle. He was like, where you from? And these dudes, they was like, West Side, Rolling 60. Everybody was just saying they was from Rolling 60. And he was working he was like, that's right. He was working his way down the aisle, asking everyone, where you from? West Side, Rolling 60. Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm about to throw up. I'm way over on the other end, back part. And he walks up, and he's walking up there, everybody, West Side, Rolling 60. I'm like, dude, please. I'm not going to be a butt, but I'm begging I'm like, please don't ask me nothing. He walks up to me. He's like, where you from? I said, Trey motherfucking gangster crib.
Shut up.
my dad say, you can hear a mouse piss on cotton.
A mouse piss on cotton.
I thought he was going to fight right there. And he was like, all right. And he went and sat down. And like, you know, you're supposed to get down once the information is given. But he didn't do that, you know. So now I was ready to jump him right there. But now I think I might have made a mistake because I done told him where I was from and he ain't doing nothing. I don't mind, you know, my butterflies is going crazy. I don't know what's up now, you know. So we go to lunch. He started telling all these Rolling Six, man, that dude's right, try that dude, right.
Oh, shoot. Yeah,
so nobody jumps me right away. I'm ready to go, but like they go get like the biggest Rolling 60 at the school, like in the 9th grade. I'm only in the 7th. I just checked in this place, you know. And this dude was even he done flunked a couple of times. This is like a grown man in junior high school. He's like buff, dog.
And grown man in junior high
he
school
walks over to me, and I noticed one thing LA taught me. Like I had this dude, you know, I got some other hood stories, but before all this,
listen to Afroman,
I had this dude just punched me one time, like kind of like what's that dude name in Friday?
Debo?
That said, "Oh, your mic over here, Debo." I got Debo before. We all know everybody in LA got a Debo, and they like every hood got a Debo. That's just, you know, that's common. So I had this dude knock, and when you get knocked out like that, you never forget it. I come out of my class, this dude standing there. He's like, "Hey, cuz." I'm walking out of the bell ring. I walk out of my class. He's like, "Hey, you know," I'm like walking. He got his tank top on, his arms is all swole up. He like, "Cuz, I heard you was from Tramps." So like right away, I punched this dude like 6 times, fast as I can. Wah, and then I run like hell. So he can't really see where I know he can kick my ass, but right now he can't like, even though he's bigger than me, I punched him first. And like, you know, like he can get me, but he got to deal with his vision's kind of blurred. He's a little off right now. You know what I'm saying? So I takes off and I ran home and I was like, Dad, I'm not going to that school down there. You know, we talking about the whole school it just don't make sense. You know, like there's school and then there's life and death. And society don't realize the life and death situation. So before I go down there and die, I'll just hang out in the streets and be an uneducated man. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm going through, Dad. This ain't the tarantulas or the scorpions that was back in Texas that had their own jackets. We talking about kids with machine guns. This is some shit, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I just told him like, Dad, I can't go to Horseman. I even got a song called I Can't Go to Horseman. It's an interpolation of I Want to Be Your Man, Roger and Zapp. I'm like, I can't go to Horseman. I can't go to Horseman. So I told I don't think my dad understood. I didn't complain. I just went out in the street and
Andy, I know your people's having a field day over there, boy. That man that starts with a T, he got something coming down the pipeline every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, the man that starts with a T. Now he got the scandal going on. Then he got oh my gosh, it's just every 5 seconds, right? I went to Horseman in oh yeah, you did? Oh wow. Okay, let's listen to Afroman, y'all. Let's listen to Afroman.
And so my dad, like, how come you can't go to that school? I'm like, yeah, there's a gang of Rolling 60s up there. I mean, like, they know I'm from A-Trade, just and that and the other. I'm like, I can't pull 365 days out of that place. Everybody handled their life. Daddy went to work, handled his life, came home, paid the bills. Mom went to work, handled her life. I went to school and handled my life. I didn't want to come home. Just then I went out there and handled mine, came back home. But once he realized what was going on and where we was at, then I didn't tell him to. He just said, okay. He had the money. He didn't know it was that bad. You know what I'm saying? So he bought a place up in Palmdale. You know what I'm saying?
You actually put Palmdale on the map. I had never heard, because I grew up in the Bay Area. I had never heard of Palmdale until you had that song. Palmdale, come back to me.
Did y'all know that Vlad was in the came from the Bay Area? I didn't know that. When I met Vlad, he was in New York, and he wanted to work with the magazine I worked with. And I didn't understand why the magazine didn't, they didn't jump on it, man. I wanted to jump on it. Because Vlad, he wasn't big, but I understood what he was trying to do. Like when he said what he was trying to do, I understood it. And I wanted to get down with it so bad. But, you know, I was working with some folks that wasn't really interested in that at the time. Some people didn't realize how the internet was going to take over. Vlad realized how the internet was going to take over. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's keep listening to Afroman.
It was really good because I could walk around without, I mean, it was random gangbangers up there and stuff would jump off randomly, but like, it wasn't like LA where I had to really worry about walking around. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, I was a little wannabe G, and that's just, that come with, you know, you want to dress out, you know, that life come with it. You know what I'm saying? But in Palmdale, I didn't have to worry about that. And then I started playing sports.
I had some
like
Popeyes.
the sports was taking the energy that the gangbanging was taking. You know, it's all athletic, running from the cops, running for your life, brother. We'll run this football. That can't just dunk the damn. Oh, okay, now you can actually do something with your sweat. You know, so I was getting in sports, and then I was learning smarter, alternate ways of handling my problems. People was philosophizing and talking to me, and I was being enlightened. I was around more than just one type of thing. Like, you know, everybody go to work. The hood, that was it. You know, if I'm in the hood, that's what I'm seeing. And the people that's doctors and lawyers in the hood, they're not stopping.
I want somebody to tell me what kind of stick is that he got. Okay, y'all can't see it on the Y2 Tuesday because I got it still up. But he has some kind of stick. I don't know if it's like a wooden branch of some sort or a pen. What is that stick? Who's familiar with that? What does that mean? What is that? Is, you know, because sometimes it looks like a snake. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, the pimplificationers carry around like the canes and the sticks or whatever, but it doesn't exactly look like that. I don't know.
And to talk to me, they got back from their office, they're going to bed, they're not hanging out with me, having a beer at the end of the day, like, you know. But then the guy that just sold some rocks, he like, yeah, you know, here go 40 for you, man, and tomorrow's gonna be better. So I'm in there. But when I got to Palmdale, I was around a whole bunch of different stuff. So I had a chance I could focus on writing a song. I could, you know, like my parents didn't want me to wander around. Like I had a whole nother different set of problems in Palmdale, but I could deal with those. You know what I'm saying? All I had to do is kind of stay off the streets, just be where I'm supposed to be, do what I'm supposed to do, then everything's all right. But you could do what you're supposed to do in LA and something still bad happened. So my parents told me, my mom told me to stay in the house, you know, this, that, and the other. So they bought me this recording equipment. So that was my way of bribing them or getting them to let me stay in the house, you know.
Okay, so now he's moving out of, you know, that phase that kids go to where they want to be in the streets, they want to get in gangifications. All my kids out there, in these days and times, to me, it's corny to be in a gangification. It's corny, all right? Right now, you have all these tools. You got all this internet. You got the AI. You got ChatGPT. We didn't have all these informations at our fingertips when we was young. The internet was just starting. You know what I'm saying? It's called knob carry stick. Oh, yeah? Oh, thank you, Leah. Now, Leah, what is that for? Is it a pimplification thing? Or is this like a natural thing or a protection or, you know, a wisdom thing? What is that? I'm just curious. I'll look it up and screenshot and look it up when I get off, right? But back to the kids, right? The kids, you know, don't get in gangifications. You don't have to get in it. It's corny now. You know, people used to think it was cool to get down with the gang, you know, all that thrown up. All that is just corny. It's playing out. Nobody's interested anymore. Everybody wants to, you know, you need to turn your focus to all my YNs out there. You need to turn your focus to all this information that you have at your fingertips to get you ahead in life, especially with all this going on, the warfication. The man that's, you know, the Antichrist, you know what I'm saying? You want to be self-sufficient so that no matter what's going on in the world stops again, like when the C word happened in 2020. you'll be able to still have income coming in. That's what you need to be focused on. F those games. They can't do nothing for you. You need to set your life up and concentrate on that. The G's are corny. All right. It's a symbol of authority. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Thank you so much.
You know what I'm saying? So after I got the recording equipment, start making tapes, then I could go to school, sell the tapes.
Well, your name is fancy.
Generated a little life for myself out there. Cool. So I got on to start getting into the rapper thing.
Is it Stacy?
And you know what I'm saying? And,
does your name say Stacy?
The rest is history.
Your name is fancy. You can't read it.
So I met you originally at the Players Ball.
Yeah.
And
fancy.
when I looked at your Instagram, there's sort of like a pimp thing that seems to be going on.
I have to really look at it.
Like, how connected are you with pimping?
Man, you know what I'm saying? I know about it. You know, my biggest dollar is in rap music. You know what I'm saying?
So he said his biggest dollar was in rap music. He didn't say he wasn't doing it. Oh man, why don't you come on over here and give Ms. Knockout an interview? You giving everybody else an interview. Interview with the underdog. I got a lot of questions to ask you that nobody else is asking you, Afroman. So Afroman said that he makes his biggest dollar off of rap music, but he never said he ain't pimping, baby. See?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've had some girls give me some money.
You should, right?
You know, I can have that happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going, you know, it's not going to be as much as rap music. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
So he said that he can have that happen. Are you having it happen, Afroman? Because you got that little stick of authority. You know, it looks like a pimp stick to me. Okay. So are you doing that? I think Afroman, he doesn't want to incriminate himself. So now you say, oh yeah, I'm pimping. See, Vlad has a way of asking people questions that could get them behind bars. So you go, yeah, I'm pimping, baby. Yeah, I got the girls on it. And then boom, here come the feds. Here come the feds. You smart, Afroman. You're smart. A knuckle ring, okay? Afroman, you're smart. That's right.
But
you're thinking.
I'm a fan of the pimp.
We love Vlad over here.
Any successful man. Everybody wants to be a successful business person. So a pimp is like a ghetto symbol of a successful business person with some sarcasm to help you laugh with a beer at the end of the day. In other words, at my lowest form, you know, I'm still going to come out on top. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like the way they dress. You know what I'm saying? I like the.
Oh, so Afroman's leaving us in a little mystery here, right? But he said he likes the way they dress. So he's not including himself, but then he never ruled himself out. He's smart, Afroman. Like Khalid said, you smart. You smart, Afroman. That's right. Don't admit that you pimping. They gonna come for you.
Cars. You know, a gangbanger gotta have all his homeboys. But you know, a pimp can just fix himself up and go and handle his business. You know what I'm saying? So he's his own man. He's his own dude. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about, I just like making money. You know what I'm saying? I like making a profit. I don't like taking no losses. And I like the way a pimp think as far as business is concerned. And they got these little jokes. And when times get hard, pimp.
How does a pimp think, though? A pimp thinks like you go out on the trackification, you go out there and lick them low, Lisa, and do all the things in them. You make all the money, and then you bring the money home to daddy. That's how the pimp thinks.
In the ghetto,
you know
is inspiration to a financially struggling thug. Like when I have a hard time, we can joke and say a pimp line, something we heard a pimp say. I don't need it. I let the welfare feel it. You know what I'm saying? Your girl giving you problems, she costing you money. You know what I'm saying? Or a girl break up with you, you know, before you lose your mind and go spend all kind of money trying to get it back. And say, hey man, a girl just like a bus. You know, you miss one, you catch another one. Yeah. You know, you say some little pimp stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got these different lines that help you get through life at times. You know what I'm saying? When times get hard, you know, you want to still be looking good. When all the buildings in New York City He said, when all the buildings in New York City fall, this pimp will be standing tall, you know. And, you know, when his life is bad, he's dressed up, he's looking good, his back is arched, you know, he's not crying.
For the record, the buildings in New York ain't going nowhere. They've been here for thousands and hundreds of years. Hundreds and hundreds of years, and they ain't going nowhere, okay? Okay.
In life, you know, stomp on him, you know.
Like, how big was your stable? Like your biggest stable you've ever had? How big?
You know, I heard this. I didn't really focus on getting a whole bunch of girls. I heard this one pimp say, you know, one bad bitch beat 5 funky hoes.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I had one.
That's his next song. One bad bitch beat 5 funky hoes. One bad bitch beat 5 funky hoes. That's like a tongue twister too. One bad bitch beats 5 funky hoes. 5 funky hoes. 5 funky hoes. One bad bitch beats 5 funky hoes. That's a song. That's a song right there, yo.
Good girl. One time she was just fine.
Wow.
And then she had a little friend, brought her home one time. So I had 2 at one time, but they was, you know what I'm saying, they was thoroughbreds.
There's thoroughbreds. What's a thoroughbred? That's a whole
they you know, and I never, you know, I never had like a whole bunch, and then like,
you know, it's
I
hard
got off
out
into
here
rapping
when you're trying to get that
I can take some air, blow it into a mic, and turn that into some cash. That's a little less hassle than a bunch of women. The average dude can't handle his girlfriend.
So you're saying that you're not a pimp, Mr. Afroman? Is that what you're saying? Top of the
or
line.
His wife. And then
top
you
of
got
the line.
like,
Okay.
you know, a house full of
a thoroughbred.
Uncontrollable wild women. You know what I'm saying? You know,
so
girl.
would Beyonce be a thoroughbred? Beyonce would be a thoroughbred, right? Megan Thee Stallion. That's why she calls herself the Stallion. She's thoroughbred, right?
What's that punch? Set shit on fire. Chicks that can't have boyfriends, they need a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, it's like pimping is it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you got that, but rapping is an easier dollar for me. I'm lazy. You know what I'm saying? I could bust a rap, make all kind of money, and don't gotta be bothered with that chick. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I remember when Pimps Up Hoes Down first came out, I was so intrigued that I saw every documentary, I read every book, I looked, you know, I really researched it, and what I finally realized was you gotta really have to deal with a type of woman that very few human beings could deal with.
Yeah,
and that's really the heart of pimping. You got a bunch of females that are seriously damaged, and you got to be able to be their boyfriends and be their confidants.
Yes.
And multiply that with multiple women.
Yeah.
So that's why pimping ain't easy.
No, it ain't.
Pimping
you know,
ain't easy.
I was about to say something, but yeah, you got to deal with all those personalities.
The Afroman was about to say something, but he forgot. You know why? Because he got high.
And, you know, it's cool. Now, what I do like is this, like, you know, a woman to take advantage of a man.
True.
To take his money, chew him up, and spit him out. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, that usually happens with a square man.
A square.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know
one thing I like about pimping that don't happen with a pimp. And I like when pimps be at barbershops and diners and they'll joke about it. They'll have a newspaper. They'll look at Paul McCartney like this bitch got this. They'll just be talking about it. Their jokes, their comments, and just have you on the floor just dying. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know,
this is entertaining.
You know, pimping for me sometimes is not being taken advantage of. Making a profit before I take a loss.
Now, some people might say that the record companies be pimping. They put you out on the track You collect that money, and then they take most of it. Allegedly.
Turning
Allegedly.
me and a young lady's relationship into some money instead of her turning our relationship into my debt over a period of time. Playing tickets, whatever she's doing, all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we make some money? You know, everything needs it. You're going to spend money every second of the day. You need some coffee, you need some gas, this, that, and that. So as much as possible, money needs to be made. So I think it's cool for, you know, two people put their heads together and generate money. Now let's hug each other and kiss each other while this money is let's set up this soda machine. Now kiss me. Let's go set up another one. Now kiss me again. Let's go check the first one, check the second one, kiss each other and go put up another one. You know what I'm saying? It's just healthy. They say romance with no finance.
So that's not pimping. That's like helping to elevate each other as a couple. That's not pimping. Is you send a woman out to work. She goes and do all the deeds that are, you know, not so nice. She collects all the money and then she brings it and give it all to you. You talking about being in business with a woman and uplifting and, you know, breaking bread. Like that's how you should be when you get with a partner. Some people get with partners and they don't want to see them succeed. They want to keep them all to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to Afroman.
The new sense. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. There you go.
Yeah, you know, because time is gonna make the woman take from you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like she's gonna sit next to you, she's gonna kiss you, hug you, bump you with her booty. She's hungry. You know what I'm saying? You feed her. Okay, bam, she's sleepy. You need to put her in a motel. So time is taking money out of your pocket, being with her. So you gotta. It takes.
Wait, if she's sleepy, you put her in a motel? How come she don't have her own apartment? Isn't that cheaper than to pay for a monthly apartment than a hotel every night? I would imagine. Or is he talking about a pimp? Maybe he's talking about a pimp.
A good, nice, smart pimp mind. No, not even a pimp mind. This is a good business mind to turn this existence into something profitable that'll support the relationship.
Now,
listen to Afroman's backstory. Is it good? You're referring to Pumpkin. Who's Pumpkin? Who's Pumpkin, Lee? Is that his girl? Is his girlfriend named Pumpkin? Jennifer Lopez. Hey. Is that his girlfriend, Pumpkin?
Quick fixes for hot flashes.
So I gotta look up who Pumpkin is.
It's time to treat the heat with Viosa.
All right, everybody, come on in. We listen to Afroman's backstory. Pretty good, you know. He stayed in the gang sector a little bit long. Right, comparing pimping to rap.
For some women,
which I get. Rap is less work than dealing with all these women.
You had a situation where a female fan, I guess, came on stage and you ended up hitting her, and then
I slapped her. I overestimated myself. You think you can?
Okay, do y'all remember this? Before I play it, do y'all remember when Afroman invited a woman on stage and he gave her the pimp slap? Sorry, I mean pimping. Okay, I was like, who's Leah said, who's Pumpkin? Okay, do y'all remember when he slapped the woman? I don't remember that. But I guess he's gonna tell a story. Go ahead, Afroman, tell a story.
I thought.
Tell a story.
I mean, now. I figured I can handle the pressure of a crowd, the pressure of a show, the pressure of my life as a whole. Every night's a hard night. Every day's a hard day. Everybody in the world has stress. I was moving around in New York City today. I'm nobody special. Everybody got somewhere to be. If you have life in your body, you're a special being. You're special. There's something you need to do. You need to go eat. You feel pain. You feel joy. You know, you feel pleasure. You need to take care of your business.
Daybreak, you never heard of him? His record was real popular, but back in the days, and now he's popular again because of that court case. A lot of the YNs never heard of him. Well, we're learning about him. See, now you know that. I'm glad that I'm going over this because you get to know a little backstory about who Afroman is. Now, Daybreak, I don't know if he was in here a while ago when he talked about how his song went viral. He was giving it out at the rave, and They wasn't buying. They wasn't buying this, so he got frustrated and he gave it away. And then he went home and they uploaded on Napster and it went around the world in 48 hours. So they said that Soulja Boy was the first to do it, but he is technically the first to do it. So, you check out her song, Because I Got High, go look at it, go look it up on YouTube, Daybreak. It's a Kiki Gets Funny. It was a funny song. He's like a black Weird Al Yankovic. He's like a black, he's a parody rapper. He's a comedy. He sings about funny stuff. That's why all the songs that he made for his case was funny. But let's listen to Afroman.
There's pressure. I got pressure. I've had a string of stuff happen to me. And what I didn't realize was medical marijuana and malt liquor was helping me keep everything intact. I remember when I first started rapping, I had this anxiety. And I forgot, like back from junior high to high school and just as a young man, I had a lot of anger and frustration. And I started dealing with life better after I started drinking 40s and smoking weed.
Whoa!
I do better. Calm.
Whole back in the days was drinking them 40 ounces. When we was younger, we used to do it. Not now. I went to the store recently and looked over. I said, wow, they still selling 40s in OE. One day I just want to drink a 40 one day just to see how it make me feel. Because those 40s, boy, they get you lit. They get you lit. You just drink it. They used to drink it right out the bottle. And don't let it be summertime in the 40s hot. Whoa. Who remembers drinking 40s? See, the YNs, y'all don't know nothing. See, y'all see it in the case, but y'all don't know nothing about no 40s. You know what I'm saying? Billy D said, OE got the power. Let's listen to Afroman.
And all that type of stuff. And over the years, I'd be rapping
orange juice,
and girls would get up on stage.
What is that, Leah?
And they was, I want to be like, okay, this chick likes me, she, whatever. But in reality, she's saying, fuck you, it's all about me.
Orange Jubilee. I want to make one now.
Competing with me. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people that want to do humiliating
Remember
shit
Crazy
to you
Horse?
And put it all up on YouTube.
Look, Heidi, I remember Crazy Horse, but I ain't drink Crazy Horse. Now, do y'all remember what's that other one that make you real? Oh, Cisco. Who remembers Cisco? Ooh, I was scared. I did it one time. And all I remember, we was driving. My friend had a car, right? And we went and got us some Cisco. And we was like driving down Merrick, and the music was playing around. We all jumped out the car. We just started dancing. Then we fell out the street laughing. And then the cars were going, We was just dying in the middle of the street. That stuff was dangerous. Do you hear me? Dangerous. $1.95 for a 40 ounce list. Whoa, yeah, it was cheap. I drank it and hit. Oh, you drank it? What, Cisco? Leah, not Cisco. You drank Cisco and hit Cis cars or OE? Cisco was. They had to take it off the shelf. Like I think they revamped. And then what's the other one? Four Loko. Four Loko. When it first came out, woo! That Four Loko, I was scared. I didn't even get to drink that. I looked at that and seen how all the news stuff that was going on. I ain't mess with that Four Loko. I was scared of that. Oh, Cisco. Cisco, man. 6 cars, girl. Golly, you was drinking and driving, Leah. You know you ain't supposed to be driving while you drinking. Yeah, so those are all the crazy drinks. Now I see them in the case, and I wonder because I heard the Four Loko they changed the formula. Do they still make Cisco or no? Do they still make Cisco? We gotta find out if they still make Cisco.
And then when one group of people see people doing shit to you on YouTube, you get this whole percentage of humanity that starts coming to your show and they want to do it too.
You were still in the parking lot?
And then it becomes this trend. And you got fans Then you got people that aren't fans of you, but they'll come to heifer your act to entertain themselves.
Thunder. I ain't mess with
I don't
that
like
stuff.
your music,
Thank you
but
for
I
the
do all this
100,
dumb.
100K.
Yeah, we went and we did all this dumb stuff, and here's our pictures of us doing it.
I ain't
and
mess with
this,
all
that, and the
that
other.
now.
Then you got people that get all
That
on the
night
stage and
train?
do all this shit, and they're pouring beer.
Look, all that night train and stuff like that, that's what the bums on the corner drink. They drank, and it was cheap too. It was cheap, and they got you lit. It got you lit. Now, Heidi was telling me about those little balls that they got in the store. She making me want to go get one and try. She said they strong. You know those little like small little balls, and they have them at the checkout register. Ooh, woo!
On your guitar.
Oh.
And
Yes.
they appear to be nice, but they're doing fucked up things. You know what I'm saying?
Down south,
and
they got
16 years
Cisco
of
down
playing
south?
possibly 300 days out of a 365-day year. It's been a repetition of that. You know, like people just fucking up the equipment. You know, I've had real bad ones. Like, well, a whole bunch of people just take over the stage, club owners not wanting to pay me because they thought I encouraged that type stuff, you know, and you want to just sing and be nice, but, you know, it's like, you know, WTF, nice. You know. So I called up, you know, the parking was bad. It was like a real bad day along with a whole bunch of other stuff. I had to park and walk. And when I say walk, like I blew up in Mississippi. I can't just walk down the street. I'm going to have to shake some hands. I'm going to have to take some pictures. You know, it ain't, you know, so I had to, you know, when I say a mile, you know, that's like a New York mile in traffic jam. You know, you don't be in no hurry. You're not getting out of this tunnel no time soon. You know, bam. So I had to walk with, you know, so bam, we get down there and, it's an early show. Everything was bad, and I was almost there. I tried to take in. They didn't have my beer. They didn't have any weed.
Oh.
And I was trying.
So that was on his retainer, beard, and some flowers. So that was what the retainers looked like back then. I know it don't look like that now, because I don't know how he does it, or any entertainer does it. But when I perform, I can't drinkify and have flowers because I'll do flowers. You know, I'm on a wagon, so I haven't had it since last year, right? But if I was, I couldn't function on stage. I don't know how do you do it? Some artists like Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, you know, they go on stage, they could function while they doing it. I don't know. I be forgetting shit. I can't do it.
I play another man's guitar. Like the guitar I was playing on there, that wasn't mine. Now, rapping and singing, I can deal with somebody.
He got a rope
a little bit better than I can deal with them while I'm playing the guitar.
Chain.
I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world. I like to play. I want to be more than just a rapper. I'm pushing myself to be a rapper and a musician. I'm pushing myself to progress and be better. I'm not the type of guitar player that can interact with the crowd and still play my riffs. I will fuck up. And it's frustrating when you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you throw a football
he said it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Where the L come in, Afroman? Afroman, you look like you had a little something before the interview. Where the F come in?
Almost catch it. Sometimes you see the football player slap his hand
I don't know how
against
you do
the
it,
turf because he really wanted to catch that football, you know? And I really wanted to play the guitar. And I had a whole bunch of stuff happening there. Like it was a Mardi Gras crowd. So I had some real fans mixed in there with like some general assholes that possibly didn't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? And people are do anything, you know. Sometimes people, you don't even got to be nobody. Some people just do things to you to piss you off for their own amusement, you know. Some people are nice, you know, all kind of people in the world. So I could, you know, it could be a bunch of girls taking a picture with me, and you know, some guys could just say something.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck him. Yeah, bam, 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 pop. And you know, so it was a few haters there that day, and there was a whole lot of stuff going on. But I remember I was a little frustrated. I was on stage.
Frustrated.
And I was doing all right. I was warming it up, man. I was about to shake off the whatever it was. I was about to shake off the edge without the Coke 45, without the bud. I was about to work and get it out.
2 words.
And then,
oh, okay. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I understand.
No, I seen these chicks get on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't that day. I'm up here trying to entertain them. I'm trying to get them going. I don't quite got them rocking yet. I got the heads going. I'm starting to cook them and warm them up. And this chick get on stage and I tell her, I'm not even in the mood. I said, fuck off.
What?
I said, that's just what I told her. I'm like, fuck off.
Okay, so he's talking about how the girl came on stage and then he slapped the piss out of her. But it's he's just dragging it out. He's dragging it out. And we love it. Go ahead, Afroman. Talk your smack.
Don't bring that bullshit up here. And they got offended, you know. And it's the N words in style. Everybody uses it, and like, you know, as I was turning around, they were like, "Oh fuck, you know, I'll just dance up here if I want." And, you know, but they looked like they was walking off and like, "All right, fuck it." And I went back, and homie like, "I'll come up there, motherfucker, whoopie whoop," and I'm just trying to do my thing. I thought they had them left, and I'm up there playing, and sometimes I play better sometimes when I close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll look at what I'm doing and then I'll question what I'm doing and I'll start messing up. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can deal with people when I'm rapping and singing, but like when I'm playing the guitar, you know, I'm trying to get in that zone. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the right note. And while I was trying to play, I was trying to get in my zone. I was trying to pull out of my frustration and everything I was going through. You know, enough happened for me not to know what to play next. And I lost it, dude.
Oh, you lost
I was like, what
he lost
in the hell? You know what I'm saying?
And what you did,
and
Afroman?
You know what I'm saying?
What
like, I got mad. And you know, you can go, fuck. You can sometimes you kick a trash can, you do something, you know. But this time, unfortunately for me, it was that girl.
You slapped her.
She don't know what I was going through. The world don't know what I was going through. I've never did that in my life.
Well, you better
you know what
not
I'm
do it
saying?
Again, Afroman.
I went crazy. I snapped, dude. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't take. I really want to do this. You know, I love rapping for my fans. I really love
Afroman. You basically telling the world that you hit a woman. Don't do that again, Afroman. See what Vlad pulls. You see how the things that Vlad pulls out of you. Tell me about the story about when you slap a woman. No, he don't need to tell that story, Vlad. He just got his stuff popping again. He just went viral again for the case. He don't need to be talking about how he slappified a woman. But go off though.
Playing my guitar. Why would you disrespect my set? You know, like I wouldn't do that to, you know, I probably, and if I thought about it real hard, I wouldn't do it to the Ku Klux Klan. They got the right to voice their opinion. And if I let them voice their opinion, I can figure out what problem he has with me, and I might can avoid some of the problem. So it's just rude to interrupt somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get some ice.
And I don't know,
we're listening.
But I just snapped for the worst, man. Never had that happen before. And I needed to go to a doctor. The problems I overestimated, I needed to put them on the table and try to come up with some solution for them. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where I don't snap like that no more. You know, like I had the money for the show already in my pocket. All I had to do was just leave. I apologized to her. You know, I went on to jail. You know what I'm saying? And
oh, so you got locked up?
Yeah. I went to jail.
For how long?
I mean, you know, they took me down there, and you know, I bailed out that night.
To jail?
But you know, I had to go back to court, had to be on probation, couldn't smoke. I couldn't smoke. That was worse than I thought about just going down there for like a couple weeks. Like, look, man, look at the 6 months. What? You know, couldn't smoke for 6 months. And I had to go to a doctor for anger management. But it was real good. And then right now I'm in the process of, you know, helping the young lady get through what she needs to. I'm in the process of paying her for, you know, for whatever she's going through. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she sued you.
Yeah. I mean, like,
now
everything's still ongoing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to heal what's happened. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I can't turn back.
So everything is going on right now. So Afroman, you shouldn't even be talking about this on live. You should never be talking about this, Afroman. See what Vlad does? Vlad brings stuff out of you that you ain't supposed to be talking about. Afroman, you ain't supposed to be talking about this. He talking about, yeah, I'm in the process of paying her. She's suing you, homeboy, because you slapped the piss out of her. And you got money, and now she's suing her. Now she's suing you, Afroman.
I should have did this. I should have did that. But I'm a better person now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a deeper understanding of everything. I don't let nothing get me mad no more. I can feel it coming. I didn't feel that coming. It hit me with everybody else. I flipped out. Yeah. It's like a sneeze. Or, you know, or you ever get cold, you stand outside, you don't feel it coming. Like an old person say, it's kind of cold out here, they go get a jacket. So before they go, they get a jacket and they don't get that sensation. So now I know, okay, this is frustrating me. This is raising my anger level. I need to do something different. What can I do to avoid anger getting higher? You know, but I haven't dealt with my fame and people without the convenience of marijuana and malt liquor. So the time I didn't have it, I kind of, with all my other pet peeves and all the problems I'm going through. And
so malt liquor is like beer, but it's like the liquor powerful. It's liquor powerful beer.
There's other problems. Look how much time these few problems have taken. So like, dude, there's a lot of stuff in my life that, you know, we don't even really got time for that's been coming at me. You know, divorces, kids, family members, just people, personal friends, just the whole money thing, watching people go from your best friend to, you know, F you, just not knowing what comes with.
Afroman, you was married, you got a divorce. Your friends turned on you. Afroman, I'm feeling like you should write a book or something. You should write a book, Afroman.
The dollar bill and this lifestyle inside this fame. It's traumatized me over years. The good part has been good, but then the bad increases too. You know what I'm saying? And it all came out in the worst way. I'm not like that no more. And you know,
like that no more.
Just
so Afroman said he's delivering. He ain't like that no more. He's not slappifying women. You Afroman, you can't do that in the year 2026. All right. In the year you just got your livelihood back. You just went viral. You all over the place now. You pop in. The last thing you want to do is slappify a woman. No. Do not even think about it. You get into a woman, you better walk away. Big time. Because this is the different era. Like back then, you only got suicide. Today, they'll take everything away from you. Everything. They'll snatch the hole out your booty if they can for slappifying a woman. Is that a snake cane? Yes, it is a snake cane. All from one anger management.
But just better, more understanding. And then when people, you know, like, I'll go home or I'll stay home before, you know what I'm saying, I lose it again. You know what I'm saying? I make sure everything's in place. The bud, the beer,
stay home.
Everything.
Don't do it.
I got my new trays coming out. This is cell phones. You know what I'm saying? They got like phone cases that you can roll.
Oh, and it's a weed tray on the back of it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Good stuff. You ought to check that out.
I use let me see if we can see this.
Afroman, you need to hook up with one of the dispensaries and get your own bud, right? Afroman's, his stuff will explode right now. He need to think of a name. I would call it Because I Got High. The Because I Got High pack, right? And he need to package that up and get it with. He need to partner with a dispensary. He said, "Stay on weed tray."
That's what I use.
Hey man, look, you need to get this on your phone because no matter where you at, your phone with you. You got to get that Afroman rolling tray. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's right?
And before we go, I want to talk about my new album, Santa Cuz. It got my Christmas songs on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a video out there.
Christmas song.
What's up, player?
It's called Santa Cuz.
Santa Cuz.
Okay.
Yeah, Santa Cuz. Yeah, you know, that's just funny. You know, it's a little joke. My real single is Give the Gift of Love. You know what I'm saying? That's my single. And I got some other Christmas song. I got the 12 Days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, the police sent to me the SWAT team in a pear tree. I go on up to 12. But I got some good songs on there. But like,
you can tell
I needed some filler songs.
You can tell he smokes
so
flowers.
It was enough for an album. I didn't want the songs just laying around the house. So I needed some other songs. And buddy of mine bought me a blue Santa Claus outfit, and I put it on. You know, I done gained a little weight, and you know, I'm kind of great. And so I made up Santa Cuz because every year, you know, all the Crips, we all got to look at Santa Claus in the red outfit. It's cool, but you know, we can only get into that so much. You know what I'm saying? So like all the red Christmas paper, all the stuff. Everything Christmas is like red and green. So just for jokes and giggles, you know, I came with the blue Santa Claus outfit, and I made Santa Cuz, you know, just Santa Claus can keep his traditional role, and then Santa Cuz is a ghetto version of Santa Claus. Instead of reindeers in a sleigh, he got a '83 Cadillac, a bluer, and then he this and that. So it's funny stuff. You can go to my Facebook page and check it out.
Oh wow!
And make sure you get one. I got my own beer coming out, man. Make sure you get you a
you need to do
cold
the flowers.
Fruity 5.
You need to do the flowers.
I got some cold Fruity 5s coming out. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not going to lead to a lawsuit.
He need to put out flowers. You know what I mean when I say flowers, and he need to call it the Because I Get High, Pat. Because I Got High. That's what you need to call it. He had to have different strains. Right, Because I Get High, this strain. Well, even Rolly got her own pre-rolls from Baddies. That's what the move is. They will eat that stuff up. Hey, Babby, what's up? So let's listen.
Cold 45, because it sounded kind of close there.
Man, it's close, but it's not, player. You know what I'm saying? There's this McDonald's. This is McDonald's.
McDonald's. You know, our buns have no seeds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is that. They're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this and that. I've been supporting, pitching them for years. I really drunk the beer. But they seem, everything's cool. They pick different rappers to sponsor their beer. And this and that. I got a following, got my own fans. I got the recipe, you know, this, that, and the other. I got Cold 45, and I can turn it into some money, so it's going down. Check out the Cold 45s.
The Bush Guy, cold and smooth survival skills. My watch is broken.
Okay, so
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon.
So everybody, that's the end of that interview. He's going to show his verification, but that's not going to fare well on the clock.
Why does he keep
we'll look at it a little bit.
It's an app called
So we're going to go over some quick hot topics. Then we're going to come back early in the morning. I wasn't able to come on early as I like today because I had to run around like it's like right. Tomorrow we're going to come on early.
Tell me about your connection to Adams County. How you got out here?
I met a girl who was a fan
What
of
is
mine,
this?
and I fell in love with her. Well, I'm from LA,
Oh, so this is another interview. So this is another whole interview. We'll get into that another time. All right. So the Vlad interview was good, right? It was the Vlad interview. I like that. All right. So we're gonna go over a couple of things. We'll be back on early tomorrow morning. Okay. We're gonna be on in the mornings from now on. All right, because I need to hit it in the morning. In the afternoon, I need to do some stuff, put up some reaction. I need to do my work in the afternoon. So we're gonna hit it in the mornings. So the Oscar feud, Regina Hall and Tiana Taylor allegedly oil and water on the set of One Battle After Another. Did Regina snub Tiana during the Oh, so Regina Hall was in that movie too? They didn't even mention her. They didn't even mention Regina Hall. Thank you. He was hilarious. He was hilarious. So let's see, the Oscar we watched masterpiece. Okay. I didn't even realize Regina Hall was in One Battle After Another. That all they mention is Tiana Taylor and Leonardo DiCaprio. One Battle After Another, the one that she won the Oscar from. So we've been hearing rumors for months that the two female leads, Regina Hall and Tiana Taylor, are bumping heads or behind the scenes. And if you watch the Oscars closely, the unwritten beef is written over Regina's face. I didn't see anything written on Regina's face, but I do see that. But Tiana deserves. According to the high-level production insider, the tension started early during filming in California. The sources described the two actresses as total opposites who just couldn't find a rhythm. Regina Hall, who played the steady and loyal Deandra, is known in the industry for being low-key, professional, and regular. She's a seasoned vet who likes to do the work and go home. On the other hand, you have Tiana Taylor, who played the fiery revolutionary Perfidia. Tiana is extra by nature. She's loud, she's high energy, and she's always in your face. So Regina is a classic act, but she might be very low tolerance for performance energy. The insider whispered, Tiana brings a whole circus with her everywhere she goes. It's the only thing to see on the gram. But when you're stuck in a trailer next to it, and was so the first time I'm hearing about this. Did y'all hear about this? No, they didn't mix energy versus quiet. Regina is low-key very funny though. She is very funny. One source says that Regina grew increasingly sick of the extraness Tiana brought to every red carpet and panel. While Tiana was winning Golden Globes and getting supporting actress nods for her manic portrayal of Perfidia, Regina, who many feel was the unsung hero in the film, stayed in the shadows. So there might be the thing. Like Regina finally thinks that it's all about Tiana. And no, because I didn't even realize she was in the film. I haven't seen the film yet. I got to go watch the film. But you don't hear anything about Regina. They don't say nothing. She ain't got no nods, no shakes, no nothing. You hear about Tiana all over the place, in which, once again, she deserves to be heard all over the place. Right? But it's just so funny that you don't hear Nova on one of the biggest nights in Hollywood when One Battle After Another was announced as Best Picture winner. The entire cast rushed the stage while Tiana Taylor was seen screaming and jumping and practically taking over the mic during the celebration. The cameras caught a glimpse of Regina standing in the back, And her face said 1,000 words. She looked completely done with the theatrics. I didn't even notice all of this. Did y'all notice this? I don't know. I feel like the media puts women against each other. That's what it's given to me. It's given that it might be nothing. Regina's a vet. She's used to all of this. She's blah, blah, whatever. Tiana Taylor is new to this. She's getting her accolades. I feel like the media pits women against each other. I think that they might not even let's look at this. Let me look at this little Instagram post. Let's see. You got Regina in the back. So Tiana's holding the statue with the other lead lady, the other lady, whoever she is. I don't know who she is. But Regina's standing in the back. Her face does look kind of crazy a little bit. But wait, or she doesn't. I feel like the media and the fans a lot of times put people. Can you show the picture? Okay, let's see. Let me see. Let's see how I can show it. Let me see. I gotta find it. I gotta find it on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it on. So let's see. So what I was looking at was actually on Instagram, and I can't show that on here. I gotta figure out how to download the app, then I can show stuff. But let's see if I can find it on YouTube so I can show y'all a picture. So they're showing them at the Oscars. Tiana's holding the Oscars. Okay, let's see. One battle. Other accepting. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can find it on here. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Okay, you can see Regina standing in the back. Okay, so let's bring this on here. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Let's see if we can bring this on here. Okay, here they are. So let's look at it.
The Oscar goes.
13 Academy Awards, one battle after another, won 6 Oscars tonight for casting, actor in a supporting role, adapted screenplay, film editing, directing, and best picture.
So that's Tiana jumping. She's jumping all around. Look at her jumping. She's jumping. She's excited. So Regina Hall is like in the back though.
Thank you. Getting to make this film.
She was clapping though, Regina.
And this crew. Paul. has already been the greatest filmmaking experience I can. I mean, Mike and Pammy at Warner Brothers. Thank you, Brian Lord. Thank you to my producing partners at Sumner, Bill Weisey, Erica Frauman. I share this with you. Thank you to my family, all four of my parents. And I love you. I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, okay. I just want to say that in 1975, the Oscar nominees for Best Picture were Jaws, Nashville, and Barry Lyndon. There is no best among them. There is just what that mood might be that day. But we're happy to be part of this. Recognized by the Academy. There's so many great films this year. And I really blew it when I
Tiana Taylor's holding the
I
statue.
forgot to thank my cast. Leo, Benicio, Tiana, Sean, Regina, and especially Chase, my American Girl Chase. You are the heart of this movie, this entire team. What a night. You guys, let's have a martini. This is pretty amazing. Cheers.
So
Thank
let's
you
have
very
a
much.
martini.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's have a martini. So yeah, so that's it. So I don't know. I mean, she was standing back there. It did seem kind of like a little bit, like, so what? You know, I mean, she jumped, you know, she wasn't jumping up and down. But you got to remember, this is Tiana's first time around the, you know, she's getting all these accolades and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like the media pits women against each other. Like, yeah, she's like, look really aloof. She did look really aloof. She did. Yes. So look, y'all. Okay, I'm getting ready to jump off of here. I'll be back on early in the morning. Okay, we got a lot more to talk about. All right, we're going to jump off here. Saturday night is 8 o'clock. Everybody go grab your martinis. Get your martinis. And everybody come on back in the morning. And we'll have we got a lot more to talk about. We got Nancy Guthrie. We got a lot of things that's transfolded. Luigi got a couple of motions put in or whatever. We got some more story times. They come back in the morning, right? Mimosa, yep. Mimosa, everybody come back in the morning. All right, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Come back in the morning, and we're going to get it popping. All right, thank you for everybody that came through. We'll be back early tomorrow. We're getting in. We got a lot to talk about that we didn't even get to today. Afroman was a hootin' nanny, and he took up most of the broadcast, but it was a vibe. Afroman is a vibe. All right. Oh yeah, that's what it is, Angel. Well, go ahead, Angel. Angel, get the you look. I don't mess with that scotch. That's strong. All right. So everybody, meet me back here. I'll be on early in the morning, early, at least by 9, maybe even before. All right, and we're gonna get it in. Monday, I'm back on set. I'll probably pop on for a little bit, but I'll pop on as much as I can because I'll be on set. You know, once I'm on the set, it's hard to get on. But I'll be back on Tuesday on. All right, and we'll get it popping. So I will see y'all later for the 100 NLA. Okay, make my debut soon. Everybody follow me on the Y and all the platforms. My Y to the Tube Z is in my link tree. Join the Discord. They want me to verify myself before I get off. And you make sure you join my Discord, and all my links are in my link tree. All right, and I will meet you back here tomorrow. And if you're not following me and you're new, make sure you follow me right now. All right, if you enjoy the show, you new, you're not following me, make sure you follow me right now. And I will see you later.
Our topics, music, info, and more. If you ain't tapped in, what you came here for? MKO got the vibe, that's a full takeover. From beast to biz talk, yeah, the queen stay in clover. Trending every lane, I'm the glow you can't block. When I drop gems, whole chat goes shock. We don't do brokeify, now we amplify. Stay blessified, let the energy fly. Hit that tappify, keep it all in the flow. Cause it's the let's just fight, let's fight, let's fight.